Hello, you. Welcome back to another Hat Films live stream. Today we're coming to you from the warehouse. Joined today by Chris Trott, Ross Hornby, and Craig Frost. It's Ross's actual birthday today, so happy birthday to him. Thanks to everybody who
Happy birthday.
tuned in.
Birthday today.
It's his birthday.
I celebrated yesterday, so technically it's not your birthday today.
Yeah,
Super out of sync,
don't overdo
Brandon,
it.
but I'm guessing you're seeing that.
Okay.
We know why.
We know why.
We can fix it.
He's got two great big rocks.
Are you ready, chat?
They don't
Look,
compare.
out of sync. It's like a magic trick. You ready? In sync. You happy with that?
I love that.
Did it work? That better have worked.
That better bloody word.
That better have worked.
Better bloody word. We swear to God.
They don't call me the David Blaine
magic.
apprentice for nothing.
Do they call you that, do they?
Yeah,
No one calls you that.
but they should start.
He's right.
Well, you can't choose
No,
your
he's
own
right.
nickname. That's not how it works.
I wanted to be called Dragon in college, and I was thinking about how I could just subtly
We can make that stick.
integrate that into my...
Very brave.
I
Dragon.
genuinely thought, oh yeah, just people from school call me Dragon. All right, Dragon.
I'll start calling you Dragon then.
Well,
It's hard
you
to make
know,
your own nickname,
Yeah,
right?
well,
it's good to have such a exciting mind. You know, something that would even conceivably believe that to happen in a British school.
Well, what was
Did you have nicknames? What was your nickname?
on your Facebook?
Smith.
Your middle name was Fire something.
Mine was
Firepower.
Frosty.
Firepower Trot.
What was it?
Frosty, yeah.
Chris Firepower Trot.
Ross, do you have any nicknames?
Giant Dick. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Craig said he had
Boss
Frosty.
Man is what
Frosty,
my friends
yeah.
call me.
Boss man.
Boss man.
Boss man.
Definitely the best man.
Chris Dragon Trot, we used to call him.
you can
Trotty.
call me Little Dragon too,
Little Dragon.
which is my nickname in karate.
Really?
I thought I could carry that on. but
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
This makes me think of that little dragon from Mulan. The little one that flies about.
I looked very similar
Yeah.
at the time.
Same mustache.
Yeah, but I grew out the whole dragon thing.
Yeah. Dragons are cool though.
Dragons
cool.
right there.
Doesn't really match me though, does it?
Whoa, God.
Well,
Oh, he's fallen off.
look, I again, like I say, I applaud the confidence to hope that one might be called Dragon by their peers.
You don't look at me and think he's hoarding some treasure somewhere in a mountain.
He goes home and sits on a pile of gold. Yeah. I put a new toilet seat, speaking of thrones, on last night.
Wow.
What does that? Yeah. What's
I
good
felt
about the
very
toilet seat?
accomplished actually.
What's good about the
I was
toilet
like, I changed it. Nothing. I bought a cheap one. So,
Why, though?
but
Something
because
that's done
I'm
every
still
day.
renting, and I was
oh,
like,
I see. Yeah.
and I was like, are you going to change these toilet seats? It's been like 5 fucking years, and I've fucked this one into oblivion, right?
It's all
So
loose.
more so than that, it was like disgustingly filthy, and like, I mean, not disgustingly filthy, but like, you know, at a certain point,
It's gone yellow.
toilet seats will, yeah, exactly, they'll go past the
Yeah,
point
you
of
can wash
being
them.
bleachable.
Oh, right. So beyond bleach.
It's beyond bleach at this
Wow.
point, BB.
Yeah,
And,
BB.
but also the lid. I used to go into my ensuite, don't tell my letting agent this, I used to go into the ensuite and vape. And so I would sit on, which is just water vapor. I know you know this, but I'm just saying it out loud.
Right.
I would sit on the toilet seat, and eventually after too much sitting on the toilet seat, a lid, you know, the lid cover,
Oh, the lid
it
of
cracked.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And so, anyway, 5 years go by, and I'm like, it should be about time that this goddamn landlord and these goddamn letting agents spend a bit of money on this house that I've been paying for the last 5 years.
Surely if you mentioned that, if the toilet seat.
No,
was
toilet
replaced-
seats are typically toilet seats. It's something that the tenants deal with. So I was like, fine. I went on Amazon, I bought the cheapest fucking toilet seat I could
You've
find.
broken the whole toilet. The toilet's broken.
Oh no, the toilet's fallen off the
You're gonna have
wall.
to replace the whole thing.
So yeah, I fixed that yesterday. I mean, it's like 30 quid versus to replace the one I had. It was £100 for a toilet seat.
Right. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
God. 100 quid.
And so I just got a different one.
Was it like one of those kind of like China? Like it kind of feels like
Oh, you cracked it, so no.
no.
Porcelain.
Porcelain, yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's
it's
what
like
I'm
that,
thinking
you know,
of, yeah.
toilet seat plastic. It's not like shiny. Yeah, it's like the matte kind of porcelain.
Sounds like that was
Some
marked
people
up.
put like
Soft clothes as well, of course.
fluffy covers on their toilet
Yeah.
seats. Have you seen that?
God, can you imagine? That feels
unhygienic
so
as
weird,
shit.
wouldn't it?
That feels
Yeah,
really
yeah.
unhygienic. Like, how are you
There's
like?
gonna be so many poo particles in
Yeah.
that fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like carpet in a bathroom.
Yeah, you don't want.
I like the aquatic
Incredibly
themed
comfortable,
ones.
but, huh?
I like the aquatic themed ones, which is like clear resin
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's got fish in them.
You
Yeah,
like
yeah.
those? They look so bad.
Real dead fish as well. So
Yeah.
But yeah,
Captured at the moment of death.
what about a golden throne?
yeah, I'd love that.
Sure.
Like a golden throne?
Yeah,
The
Pure silver.
condensation of your ass though leaves a
yeah.
thick print on the gold,
Wow.
and it's quite weak metal as
You're
well.
winning with the smart toilet. That's what you should have upgraded to.
Oh,
It's
one
just on your
day,
own,
one day, in my dreams, I'll
I just want
I'll-
someone that sprays my ass.
You can buy like
can get,
plug-in
like, a plug-in one,
douches
but,
or whatever
like-
they're called. Like
It's not a douche.
it's not a douche. Sorry, it's that's for what I use for when I want
Use a douche.
to go cottaging.
Right. Okay.
No, what's it called? Like a
can get
plug,
Just
a hand bidet.
a bidet. Yeah. Which is
Hand
like,
bidet.
well, you
Yeah,
can-
they're basically like you fill it up with a little reservoir. It's like a really large
It's a Nerf
tooth.
gun.
No, you don't. No, the hand ones, sure, but you can also get them like where
You can get them attached
you
to the
attach them,
and
but
plumbed in.
because of
Oh yeah, but
the
I can't
place
do
I've
that
got is
either.
quite new. Everything's the toilet
Sealed in.
is all sealed in, so you just come out of the wall.
This is fucking fascinating.
It is
toilet.
funny.
Welcome
yeah,
to
it's
what
good.
like house
Good toilet
upgrades are all about. That was my
To be fair,
life.
yeah.
I use a turkey base to clean the inside of my asshole.
Well, that's different. That's in
I use
fact
goose
very
fat
different
for
from what.
Christmas only.
For only at Christmas.
Only at Christmas.
Yeah.
We have some subbies. I'll read them now while they're coming through. Noob King 4 subscribed on Prime. Thank you very much, Noob King
Thank
4.
you, Noob King 4.
Deadly Knights 1 is a 38-month saying, woot, catching live for once. Nice one for catching live. And Elo Huzzah is a 23-month saying, happy birthday, Wasp. Well, thank you very much. And we're up to date for now.
It's Ross's birthday.
Happy birthday, Ross.
Oh,
I just
thanks.
want to be the first to say it.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
You wanted to be where you failed in your want.
Yeah.
Did you say it
Have
first?
you watched? You don't really care about Lord of the Rings, do you?
I've watched the first episode.
Now, I said this to the other two, but I feel like there are similarities between.
No, someone else
someone
said
else
this
pointed
is-
it out to you.
yeah.
Obviously, not like Neil Patrick Harris level, but like there's definitely kind of a like if I looked with squinted eyes, I would hang on.
It's
oh,
Lord Elrond.
It's Lord
everybody.
Elrond.
You
There
had
he
bigger
is.
I
hair.
live and breathe.
Yeah, bigger
have
hair,
bigger
maybe
hair.
bigger. Like
You
a
just
he's got quite a
imagine
wide jaw. This character. but
Craig in a beautiful forest, a clearing.
If we made his ears,
I'm already halfway there because my ears don't fold over at the top. If you,
Ah.
so
You
they
could
are
grow your
sort of-
hair out though. A bit more
but I
volume.
certainly
Okay.
see some similarities. Not that
Thanks.
that's a bad thing. I mean,
I think you've
the
got,
other
like-
folk are known for that being.
I was just saying happy birthday. I don't know how you got
know.
onto that.
Go on
I was
talking
looking
about
at your
your
face.
fucking
Right,
face.
okay. Suddenly reminded
It's like,
me.
It's
oh my
because,
God.
Craig, every time we look at you, we see it.
I see it.
We see your face. You're
the Neil
stuffing it
Patrick
in our
Harris.
face. Get out of my face with your face.
Stop looking into
I
my
look like
face
so
with your
many
face.
different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, there's the thing. You realise there are face archetypes, aren't there? There are archetypes of face where certain people look like lots of
Architects.
different people. And I mean, everyone has a certain face archetype, you know? I've got one.
It's
We see
likely.
people that look like me all the bloody time, you know? Like,
Well, the game Guess Who exists.
yeah, yeah, it is.
Is he wearing glasses? Yes.
Is he got a ginger beard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's Chris, it's Alex
it's
Smith.
narrowed it down to so
Yeah.
many. I just.
Exactly. There
It's
are
okay.
face archetypes, Craig, and you have a famous one, so rejoice.
Yeah.
Rejoice, indeed.
Alas, it's time for D&D,
Mm-hmm.
where faces don't matter.
Oh, did you want to talk about the level up?
Does my
Yeah.
mic sound off to someone? Someone said it sounds off.
Sounds off.
Testing, test.
No.
Off sync or
I'm
just.
getting levels from
off?
you. You might have been leaning forward, which makes it quiet.
Oh
for
yeah.
some
Do you want me
reason.
to? I can move the mic slightly.
Do what you want.
How do I listen back to this?
Sounds fine, Ross. Someone says.
Okay.
Actually, what am I doing? I can literally put these on and hear it. Speak, please.
Testing 1 2. Testing my audio whilst this is playing.
I'm covering mine.
Testing, test. Yeah, I think it's alright. I think it's fine. It's just I need to not lean forwards too much.
I think.
So I think that's probably where it gets a bit muffled because it's
One
here.
thing I've noticed, I've always noticed this, like from editing the videos and that. Trot's voice, you've got a voice which carries really well on microphones. I have to.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a problem.
No, yeah,
carries
it's,
well on
I have to
microphones.
boost you the least out of anyone, no matter
Yeah.
what mic we're using. I don't know what
That's
it is
weird
about
though,
you.
because
Yeah.
in
It's like
reality,
deep, rich
people do a lot of
tone.
like, what? To me, because I mumble a lot and I
It's
speak
just
at a
because
volume.
it's a very low tone. It's a deeper
No,
tone.
no, it doesn't
So,
travel
like,
very far.
Yeah, higher pitches obviously you will get
Sometimes
a
I
bit
slur.
clearer.
Have you noticed that?
slur.
Sorry,
You
say
know,
again?
I mumble like crazy.
we all mumble. But
Try not to. It's because we get too relaxed and we realise we should probably enunciate for you guys.
You bellends at home. Some of you might not even have English as a first language.
Oh, imagine that.
But they also know 2 languages, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we voted to get rid of them, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Anyway, you ready for talking about our level ups?
Sure.
Yes, let's get into it.
Can you bring up other people's character sheets on your?
Yeah.
Oh, we can
Wow.
do this magically.
You want me to
Magician.
do it?
I mean, I mean, we can each talk about
Out of
it.
sync
but-
again. Is it really though?
We need more than one person.
We
to
need more
say
than one
it.
person to say it,
And probably a mod as well.
but it would be good to know that as early
Literally
as possible.
changed. For God's sake. Right, new rule.
Certainly,
If something
thank you,
looks out of
thank you.
sync, refresh it on your end first before posting a support ticket.
Support ticket.
Because we read everything and then we panic about it.
All right. So this is my character sheet at the top here.
Yeah, we'll quickly. The reason we're doing this is because a couple of people said a few sessions ago I leveled them up from level 3 to level 5 for a bit more variety. We didn't go over what had changed, so very quickly we're going to do that before we start the recording. So if you're here, lucky enough to see it, if you see anyone in our comments or on Reddit go, what happened with the level up? Please link them here. Thank you. Trot, go ahead.
Nice one. Clip it.
I literally don't know what I've upgraded.
Yeah.
Well, you would have had level 3 spells at this point, probably.
No,
No.
I just got second level spells, so maybe I haven't even done
New
my
feature?
spells yet.
New feature?
Let's have a look at my features and traits. So I think, yeah, I could infuse items before. I could do all that before.
Trot didn't level up then.
No, I'm level 5. Says it here. You know what'd be easier is if I did manage character and levels.
Trot, are you doing your experimental elixir thing each long rest?
I'm not.
Just gonna
Sometimes sword forgets.
Do you want
That's
to do that
entirely in
for
character.
this now, in a minute, when you're at this
I can do it
caravan?
if you will it.
I will it.
He wills it.
Make it
Okay, so that's second level stuff. This is third level stuff. I get to be a specialist. I think I already had that because we went from level 3 to 5, right? So none of that's new. Oh, I get an ability score improvement. So I went with a lucky feat. That's what I did. I've
yeah.
got the lucky feat now. So if I roll a 1 twice a day, I can re-roll a 1.
Very strong.
I have 3 luck points, sorry. I can do it 3 times. Oh, and at 5th level, I've got Alchemical Savant.
Okay.
I've developed masterful command of magical chemicals, enhancing the healing and damage I create through them. Whenever I cast a spell, using my alchemist supplies as the spellcasting focus, which is most of the time, I gain a bonus to the roll, to one roll of the spell. The roll must restore hit points or be a damage roll that deals specific types of damage, and the bonus equals my intelligence modifier. So I basically add to my damage or healing with my intelligence, which is
Very nice.
all right.
Yeah.
So I've got the feat and that. That's my thing. Spells wise,
Have you got a table for this experimental elixir thing?
I do, yeah.
Like, because it says you
But-
you roll and then you get like an elixir effect, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get third level at the moment spells either. So I can show you that if you like. This is really behind the scenes, really like the nitty gritty of D&D right here. So this is the experimental elixir. I can make one of these every day. I'm just experimenting with chemicals. And I basically roll a d6
Yeah.
and I could get a healing one, which is like 2d4 plus intent. It's just a healing potion. I could get a swiftness potion, which increases speed by 10 feet for an hour. I could get resilience, which is +1 to AC for 10 minutes. Boldness, and all my hair goes. No, it's a drinker can roll a d4 and add the numbered roll to every attack roll and saving throw they make for the next minute.
Very
Which is
good.
really good. Flight
That seems very strong.
is only flying speed of 10 feet though, so it's more like a gentle jog in the air. Transformation. The drinker's body is transformed as if by the alter self spell. The drinker determines the transformation caused by the spell, and that lasts for 10 minutes. That's pretty useful.
Yeah.
Shall I roll the d6 now? See what?
Yeah.
See what I got.
Yeah, yeah.
You ready, Craig? I rolled a 1. I got a healing potion.
Very nice. I mean, they're worth 50 gold, so
2d4 plus my intelligence. I don't know if I could sell it.
well, no, you can't sell it. It's just, I mean, I'm in the same camp as Mark about this, in that they're wildly overpriced within the game. But like one lesser healing potion is like 50 gold in D&D lore, which is absurd. So yeah, anyway, you've got a good little potion there.
Oh, the elixir I create lasts until it's drunk or the end of my next long rest.
Okay, cool.
So it would lose its effects at a long rest. So, and I keep reusing the same glass, so it's a bit stinky now. So if anyone that has this healing potion, it's
It's a bit stinky. It's a bit musty.
a bit fucked. All right, so that sword. Let's have a look at all the campaigns I'm part of. I'm in a lot.
I can hide that if you want.
Characters.
I just
that's
need to
fine.
test the sound effect. Sorry, I've realised I've not checked these yet. Yep, works.
Seems to be working.
Should you go with Kapipi or Titus?
Well, I've got
next?
Titus's sheet up here. So Titus,
too,
what
bro.
did you choose? What did you do
I
for level
can't.
5? You chose a couple more spells, I think, right?
Yeah.
Can't do it.
I can't fully remember. Actually, I did write it
Can't do
down.
it.
Shrot can't do it. He's tapping away on that thing.
I wrote it down.
I could do it on
Let
the
me have a look at what I did.
website. That was all our subs there. That's nice. Thank you for subbing.
Christ,
It's Ross's birthday. He really enjoys birthday
Thank
subs.
you. Birthday subs get me hard. Level 5. So Infestation and Fireball.
New spell.
Acid Arrow, Detect Thought, and Enlarge/Shrink are the spells that I went for as upgrade spells. I think that's
You also got Tidal Wave from somewhere.
Tidal Wave as well, yeah. But I have a thing where I can swap those spells in and out, right?
Yeah.
Which is where I moved them around.
Every long rest, you can choose different spells from your spell book.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between prepared spells.
Wizard.
Now, looking at your sheet,
You've got
Titus
Liam's
is
tiny hut.
pretty tapped out in
Yeah.
terms of spells.
Got
He's
a
got
lot
a
of
few first level and second level spells left, but you used a lot in that last fight despite being bound.
Fireball's very powerful.
It is.
It's a-
So's the Tidal Wave. I mean,
So is
he did a
Tidal
lot
Wave.
of damage with that Tidal
You've
Wave.
seen that already. You've
Yeah.
seen Tidal Wave in action. Did you get any new features?
I don't know if a wizard gets any new features at level 5.
don't
Don't
think
forget
I
you've got
did.
that Sculpt spell, which is a really important element of you being an Invocation Wizard.
That's
Evocation
lovely,
Wizard.
actually.
Sculpt spell means you can fire, say, Burning Hands or something like that, or
Yeah.
even a Fireball, with Kapipi and Sword in the area of the blast, and you can choose to have them
Safe.
saved, essentially.
Well, that's good to know. I didn't
spell
know.
will go
I wasn't aware of that.
around
Where's
That's the
called?
feature called Sculpt Spell.
Tap on the and go to features and traits.
When
This
you
is-
cast
this
an
will be
evocation spell that affects other creatures that you can
Sculpt
see,
spells.
you can
Okay.
choose a number of them equal to 1 plus the spell's level, so 2 people easily.
Yeah.
The chosen creature automatically succeeds on the saving throw against the spell, and they take no damage if they've normally take half damage from
Right,
a
okay.
successful one.
So that does mean, however, if it's a spell that's above a level of a cantrip, so first or second level spell, we take half damage, not no damage.
Right, okay.
No, you take no damage.
If they would normally take half damage on a successful save. Oh, okay, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, they automatically succeed on the saving throw. So normally you're right, you'd take half damage then. But it
then they
also
also
says if
s-
they'd normally take half.
Oh,
they take
okay, yeah.
half.
So you literally bend the
Yeah.
thing around us.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right, nice.
Well, that's worth. And how would I just be like?
That just happens.
so when
every
I do a
time
big
you
spell
cast
and
a
you guys
spell,
are like happen to be in the area,
you can sculpt it around us.
Yeah.
be like, you don't get touched by the tidal wave. Watch it go around you. And
Basically,
then-
yeah. And
Nice.
that doesn't
That's pretty
cost
cool.
anything. You can just do that now.
Sweet.
The other
That
thing
is
you've
very
got
sexual. Very wizardly.
Arcane Recovery. You can expend spell slots to up to a combined level of 3.
So during the short rest, you're about to have a short rest. During that, you can recover
Oh.
spell slots.
Right.
Up to 3
So
of
I
them.
used quite a few last time.
You can recover 3 spell slots per.
depends on the
I
level.
used two third levels, 1 second and 1 first.
Yeah. So you can get 3 back if we were to take a short rest.
Okay.
But you can
I
only
think
do-
it depends on the level. Hold on, just let me check. As in, you can
Oh,
get
combined level of 3. So it's
you
one
can either have
third
one level 3, a level 1, a level 2, or 3 level 1s.
Yeah.
That's basically what you can do. I
Well,
would
I'm glad
take
I'm not
the
DM.
level 3 back.
And finally, Kapipi.
That's me.
He's, I think, devolved into a full turtle form now. Congratulations, you're
leveled
now
down
more
into a
edible.
turtle.
Oh, tasty.
All right, what have you
Get
got?
hungry.
I don't
eat
know. I
yourself.
don't know how I remember. I can't remember what I had and what I upgraded. I got
Looks
I
like,
got some spells. I know that.
yeah, let's have a look at your new spells. So it's more than likely you picked a 3rd level.
Yeah.
Stinking Cloud, did you have that one already?
Oh, I think I did choose that one.
There you go, Stinky Cloud. 20-foot radius of stink, nauseating gas, which is lovely. The
It might
cloud's-
have been Fear, the next one as well,
Stinky.
And Fear, which is
which
like
I've
a
already
cone,
used.
projects out of you a phantasmal image of a creature's worst fears. Every creature in a 30-foot cone can become frightened if they fail. They must dash and run and get as far away from you as possible. That's
They must do
the
that.
frighten effect.
Yeah.
They have to get away
I
from you
think I used it.
and use their entire action getting away,
Maybe it's
basically.
on the Spider King.
So that's cool. Any features and traits? No, it seems like you got Song of Rest, but I don't think that's new.
So he got a couple of extra things. So he would have had more bardic inspiration. So it's now a D8 rather than a D6.
Oh yeah,
And he also got font of inspiration,
Nice.
whatever the fuck that is.
that's Times New Roman.
Ah,
I thought it was Comic Sans.
You regain all of your expended use of bardic inspiration when you finish a short or long rest. Craig.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find a way not to have my computer restart right now.
Oh shit, is it trying
Sorry, we'll get to
It
that in a
could
sec.
restart though, couldn't it? It's not running the stream.
to... It's still got all
Do
the
I
stuff.
want it to do that now though?
Is it going to do an...
Is it-
The
big
only
old
option it's
update.
given me is wait an hour.
I guess you
And then
only
will it
have to
just drop
click it thrice, right?
Yeah, but is it going to come up again and then just do it immediately? Because I've had that before where it just does it. Because you wait an hour.
Oh.
I've got wait an hour, okay, or restart now.
Get it done now.
What does okay do? Oh,
There's got to be a way to cancel it. Anyone know?
well, the escape key? Escape key?
Well,
Well,
go,
I
no, go
press-
into your settings and you can cancel, stop it from interrupting you.
Sorry, Chop, you were saying something to me. What was it you...
What was I saying? Oh yeah. Your bardic inspiration, you know, when you like inspire someone, you give them an extra D8 to use on whatever role they want. You can now recover all of your bardic inspiration points when you short rest as well as long rest.
I recover them?
Yeah,
What,
you
I
only
get
have a
them-
certain amount per day, right? You have 3 per
Oh,
day.
I see.
You can get them all back every time you short rest.
Oh, okay. I thought I would have
And
anyway.
a short rest is just an hour rest, as opposed to like an 8-hour rest, which is what we're going to be doing very soon. However, your character sheet should automatically do that for you. It should bring back your inspiration when you take a short rest.
Okay.
So that is
I think I've scheduled it for the
leveling
first-
up. And I know it's kind of complicated, which is why we're not including it in the episode, but some people will enjoy this behind the
I
scenes
had no idea
kind of
what
systems.
this was all about.
You leveled up.
Yeah, but you say it's complicated. It's over my head. I don't really know. I chose some spells.
You tuck back into that shell and don't look at the behind the scenes workings.
No, just
But this is how much we try and stick with the system. You know,
we're
there's a lot
trying
of
to do it.
funny role play, but ultimately things are determined by these rules.
We're role playing Trot as the treasurer purely because I mean I don't want to. Speak
I know how
for
to add
Ross,
money to
but
my
yeah. I
character
don't know
sheet.
how to add it to my sheet.
I know how to, it's just I forget to.
I don't even know where to find it. Is it inventory? There
Yeah.
it is. I got 15 gold on me.
Nice.
You probably started with that, yeah, when you created
2
your
silver.
character.
Yeah, that's all I've had. I'm pretty sure I was handed some in the first episode and I never logged it, but
It's
Well, that's
all
gone
good.
then.
say I lost it.
yeah, we will see you've lost it. I'll say
All
you've
right,
lost
Craig,
it. You've
don't
lost
need to
it.
see my
I
screen
lost
anymore.
2,000 gold.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I am.
It's
I
funny,
think
isn't it? It's
I think
funny
I've
back.
rescheduled this for next Tuesday now. By the way.
See you next Tuesday then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, let's get started.
Let's
just do
get
it.
started, shall we?
Under my thumb.
Oh, that means rolling everything. Whoops. Right. Rolling mics.
Rolling mics.
Rolling radio. These aren't rolling yet. Top. Thanks.
These claps are for no reason.
Yeah, and I'm not going to know which one's which. Right, they're all rolling.
Now I'm going to do the actual clap. You ready for that, Craig?
Yeah, go for it. All 4 mics are recording.
We put cushions on our bench,
We did.
so we're slightly higher.
Slightly unstable.
Which is why you
though.
can't see as much of the flickering light anymore. So
Yeah.
we tilted it up a bit, but that's
It
all right.
wasn't. It's not much of a difference. I don't
On the
think, though.
wide shot, you can actually see it. So.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go, look.
Look at that.
It's like nothing ever happened.
Reflecting my laptop.
Lights.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, everybody,
okay.
if you're all ready to go, then let's go.
Right, let's get that theme song going just for the audience at home. Here we
And
go.
get Smith hyped as fuck.
You got this, Smith.
Is it though? Is it out of sync though?
Wait,
I don't believe you.
have they actually said that?
Yeah, but I don't know who. Again.
Slightly out of sync. If you only noticed it when the hands clapped, we're good with that. I'll just wait for them to answer. Looks all good. Brilliant.
Sure.
That's a Twitch mod, so I believe them.
Okay. That's that button. Right. Smith, coming to you in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to Session 8, Part 1 of Booty, High Seas, Low Expectation, the Hat Films D&D show slash podcast slash video treat slash live stream. We are well and truly into our grand adventure, and we can go for a recap of last sessions with none other than Chris Trott. Chris Trott.
I'm the note taker.
Nice one.
And sometimes I put too many notes, so I'll try and summarize a bit quicker for you all today. We all wake up in different scenarios. Kapipi wakes up on the beach after being graffitied by kids, and he makes his way to the Rusty Axle. Titus wakes up in the office, having slept in a straw bed with an old lady. He takes a scone and some snacks, and then he dives out the window backwards, winding himself. You walk to a brothel, which is where I'm at, aiming to wipe his memory of that night by engaging in more sexual acts.
Overright, yeah.
You bump into me, making my way out. You end up in the same room that I was just coming out of, and you await a 4-way fuck fest, I believe, with 4 half-orcs and a hard massage.
Yeah.
We both then head to the Rusty Axle because I went the wrong way, and we meet up with Kapipi. Inside, there are 4 dwarves, and Guri, I believe, is the head there and tells us about the journey and the work involved of getting lead from the lead mine. And we get a breakfast ale, which is quite a stout, hardy ale full of nutrients, and a huge fucking sausage, which I think you deep throat.
I think I did.
And bring it back up. We saw 4 huge goats outside, which are actually going to carry the reinforced wagons. We decide to pay 30 gold to travel in the back of the wagon because we refuse to walk.
Yeah, it was worth it.
It's a 6-hour journey to the middle of the Goldtooth Isle to the west, through a jungle. And continuing on our journey, we get extremely bored. We stop for a break, pissing freely. An ornate wagon goes by and gets acid splashed by Titus.
I tried.
Why not? Some 3-pointer star monks walk by after that, and some give paste and apply it to Titus, his raw gills, because they got fucked in the 4-way fuck fest.
Yeah, they got really orc handles.
But then you also take some pipe weed and you start sketching out.
Yeah.
We continue on our journey until we're an hour away. Titus can't use his legs, so Guri ties his rope between the goat's back legs to Titus's legs so that the goat can walk for him. There's a smaller path, potentially dangerous. 2 dwarfs scout ahead. We get given very gravy-based meals. The 2 scouts still aren't back. 20 minutes later, something's wrong. We offer to go look. It gets boggy. We spot tracks. We follow them until they suddenly stop. At which point, we skulk ahead, but Sword and Titus are suddenly grabbed by large spiders getting wrapped up in a web, and a combat ensues between huge spiders. I believe like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, one being a 2-headed king spider with a little crown which they keep swapping between the 2 heads. There's 2 dwarves as well that are stuck in the bushes getting like rough and tumbled by the spiders, but we eventually dispatch them all with some incredible combat, which I did not write down in detail because I was doing the map at the time.
Of course, yeah.
So
It's a beautiful map. If you get a chance
it's a
to
wonderful
watch
map.
The last one,
yeah,
it was on screen. It was great. It was really nice.
full 3D renders, animated,
It's really
incredible.
That one there, right?
Really
yeah,
good.
that's the one. Yeah.
Wow.
So now we've essentially helped and rescued the 2 scouts that went ahead, and we've killed the spiders that were in the way of the path. And I hand it back to you, benevolent GM.
Very good. Good recap. Okay, so it is early afternoon and a cool, clean breeze blows through the thinning jungle trees you know are only a few hours from the foothills of the grey mountains that stipple this area of the Goldtooth Isle. After your bloody fight against the Forest Spider King and his brood, you take a short rest to patch your wounds. So this is where we do an actual thing in D&D called a short rest. At this point, particularly people like Kapipi, you can recover a lot of your HP. So you use something called your hit dice, which you'll then roll to determine how much health you recover during this short rest. So
Okay.
you can have a look at his hit dice.
Okay,
I
so
mean-
what you're going to do is click the short rest button.
I'm clicking it now.
Okay, and then you'll
Ross, do this as
notice
well.
that you have this many hit dice that you can spend.
Yes.
So you need to roll 1d8 plus 3. Okay, so roll as many d8s as you feel like you need to get your HP back to a level that you
Can I
want
choose it? Do I have to choose it in advance, or can I roll?
No, you have to roll it, mark it off,
And then
and then
decide.
remember the number. And that's the number you're going to add to your HP once you've taken that short rest.
Okay, so I
See what I
roll
mean?
now.
You can roll whatever you like.
All right. Is this a D8?
That's d8, little diamond.
4.
4 plus 3. So you got 7 HP recovered
7.
so far. Do you
I'm
want to keep
currently
going?
at 4 overall.
So tick one off, just so you remember how many you've done. You're at 7.
Okay.
You want to keep going.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing else bad can happen to me, surely. 7
Nice.
plus
10.
3 is 10.
17.
Okay. I'll go again. May as well go all
You're
the way.
currently like 22 HP.
What is the disadvantage of just spending them all?
You might need to take another short rest in the future,
But you'd be out of hit dice. So
but
But we.
yeah, in this situation, I would definitely spend them all.
Okay. That's a 4 plus
Another
3 is
7.
7, so that's 24.
Mhm.
Okay. 2 more.
is 24 HP enough for you? Or you want to do more?
24 plus 4 is
We don't know what
28.
What's
we're
your
up
max? Yeah, what's your...
I can go up to 40 something.
I mean, it's
Really?
it's-
Wow.
Keep going. Use them all.
I'm going to use them all up.
That's amazing.
he's a
One.
tanky boy.
4.
So that's 28.
I'm glad
Yeah,
he's the
one.
one taking all the hits now. I didn't realise how big your
He's got a
health
big
was.
pool.
Big health.
And
energy.
2 plus 4 is
5.
6, so that's 34.
33.
And he's
Oh,
on
so
28
34.
before.
34.
So I tick those
Jeez,
all off.
Okay, wow.
And then take the short rest. You could click that button, it would have done all that rolling for you, but you didn't know whether you needed them all or not, so there you go. Confirm it again, and it's done.
Okay.
And just go click that off and make sure you add that number that we just
34.
said. 34 and heal,
Heal.
up. Done.
I'm now up to 38 HP.
43, which is very good.
Of
All right, Ross,
43.
same thing for you, but you're 1d6 plus 1, and you get 5 goes.
Okay.
So
I mean,
your
I-
HP is at
22 out of
So you're not too
27,
bad.
so I need
You
5
only need, like,
to
one.
refresh.
one roll maybe.
So let's see. 2
Two.
to 3.
3, yeah. So you're at
Is it worth doing another one just for the sake of-
25. Yeah, you may as well top yourself
Just
up.
top her up.
Yeah, you're at
That's a
max.
6.
So
I'm now max health.
take off two of those and take your short rest, and then
Do I need to leave that?
yep, that will. Yeah.
Short rest taken.
So
Nice.
make sure your HP's back to max.
Didn't realise
Oh
that.
wait, no, it's just
It's
doing it
doing
anyway.
it. Oh, it rolled for me.
That's nice. That's what that tick box was then.
Okay.
Didn't realise
Does
I
it,
was so tanky.
So
But I'm at max health now.
Titus healed 12. Did it also give you an option to choose which spell slots to recover?
No, not yet.
So you have
Should I do that manually?
Yeah.
Arcane Recovery, I think
You've
it's
got
called.
a total of 3.
I would just give yourself a third level spell slot back, personally,
Okay.
if you
Just
want advice.
untick one of those, and you're all good.
Sweet. Yeah, 3rd level restored. So I've got 1 used, 1 free.
So that was your
1
arcane.
used on 2nd and 1 used on 1st level.
If you go to your features and traits,
Yep.
you technically used arcane recovery to get that back, so you
Right,
can't
okay.
you can't use that again until you long rest. Now you
Right.
could take that off to remind yourself if you want.
What ticket?
Yeah, it's like you've used that to get your level 3 back now.
Alrighty then.
I'm gonna do mine now.
Straightforward.
I've got 11 HP, 34 total to get to, so I definitely need to.
Is that warm glass of water there, sir?
No, it's cold water.
Nice, cold water,
Yeah,
of course. What a luxury.
Yeah. What a luxury.
I got 1d8 plus 2, not quite as good as Peeps. So that's 4, 8, 13, 22. That would be 33. I'll just do one more. I'll just do them all. And yeah, I'm at max now, and that's used all of them.
Sweet. Mine still says temp hit points, so I'm guessing they go now.
Oh, 10 hit points.
Are they
What
gone
did we
now?
get that for? That was a
That was-
spell. It would have gone after
Would
an
have
hour,
gone now,
yeah.
so I just remove that.
Put that to
Was
0.
that Mantle of Inspiration or not? No.
I can't remember, but I'll put that back to 0. It seems like that
Yeah.
would be reset by now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, we've short rested.
Very good. You use your short rest to patch your wounds. The dwarves you travel with are clearly grateful for your intervention, but are not unused to such challenges on the road to riches, let's say. They are eager to get you on your way and to the mining claim, and to extract the precious lead. Work boss Guri has the caravan formed up and ready to move at your pleasure. Would you like to set off? Anything else you'd like to do apart from short resting?
I think you need to make it clear. I go back and really tell the story of us defending the dwarves.
It's very impressive. You did
Yeah.
a very good job. Thank you, Sword.
Yeah, well, if there's pay in it, you see what I mean?
Well, like I say, we're willing to help you out a little bit more, to help you get a bit more lead out of the ground.
Maybe a
and
bigger
there's
cut, yeah, something like that.
Perhaps a cut from the ground, yes.
I
yes.
don't want to make assumptions or anything,
No,
but
financial cut
Ooh.
is what he means by that. Not a cut from the ground. Well, we're cutting the ground anyway. He just means a bigger percentage. Let's be obvious with this. We saved your lives. I did a tidal wave at one point. That expended a lot of physical exertion from my expertise.
it looked pretty cool.
It's going to be worth at
Give me
least
a
5%.
persuasion, Ross. Titus. Roll the dice. Roll the d20. Add the persuasion
What
stat.
does that say? 14?
14.
I don't think I've got
Go to your skills.
my skills. So few skills. My
Oh, plus
persuasion
4.
is plus 4.
18.
Wow.
18.
Oh, yes, very, very true, Mr. Wizard. Yeah,
Thank you.
indeed, yeah.
Yes.
We'll make sure you get a bit of extra lead chucked in
Brilliant.
your way. on the
That's
way
very
out.
nice of you. Very kind.
No problem. Least
I'll
I
save
can
your
do
life
for
again.
such a powerful wizard.
Yeah, if it happens again, I'll try and save your life again. Don't worry.
Well, that'd be much appreciated. Yes.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Well, let's get these wagons underway then.
How much sunlight we got left?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's early afternoon, I think, looking up through the trees. I'd say roughly about 3 o'clock. We've perhaps got 3-4 hours left of daylight, I would presume.
Following the trundling wains, you weave your way up through the trees towards a switchback road out above the tree line and into the foothills. Here there are much fewer trees and the ground is short grass with rocky outcrops. Up ahead of you, you see a semi-established mining claim with a storage hut. Some of the furnace area and various trenches and dig sites where the miners have worked before. They've already been up to this site before, and there's some, here we go, got a picture of it here, rudimentary sort of storage huts, what looks like an impromptu furnace-like area. And this is the area they've been working to extract the precious ore.
Yes, here we go. Everybody settle down and you get your kit ready. And it's not likely we're going to be able to work today. It's going to have to be probably an evening of telling stories around the campfire, and maybe we'll get you some meals done and all this sort of stuff.
And
Can I take a few practice swings though?
Of course. I was actually going to talk to you about that. Are you planning on just using picks, or are you thinking about using perhaps some form of magic even, or other process to extract the ore?
Do we still have that cannon? Maybe we could just blast.
Well, it's attached to the ship.
Oh, it was. Of course, we didn't bring it with us. It wouldn't fit in the hole.
We gave it back to Mikkel.
do we have any
We
explosives?
gave it to him for free, actually.
We did.
There's some stuff I might be able to do. But
We don't
Physically,
kiss.
though.
We don't kiss and tell.
So the tools don't
we
come
don't
with a
kiss
job.
and tell, apparently.
We can supply you with tools, yes, no problem.
There might
I
be
just
some
thought that,
enhancements.
as the wizard was saying earlier, you're powerful individuals. You might have some new ideas about how to extract the lead from the ground.
Okay.
Your skill and your process will decide the yield of which you get from the ground. We plan to spend tomorrow mining, and then we will begin our way back. The wains will be filled quite quickly. Me and my brethren were very good at liberating the ore from the ground, you see.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few
Right.
tricks up our sleeves that can get some more lead out than otherwise a single or 3 picks could do.
Perhaps.
But again, that's why I'd like to practice. See if
Indeed,
it's
and
actually
please,
possible.
please, by all means, take a lay of the land, have a look around. We'll set up the goats and for your places to sleep.
And what you do, you see one of the other members of the dwarf cohort going around to each of the goats and opening up special, like a little bag of what looks like some sort of special food. And he feeds a little bit to each of them. And then he gives them a little bit of this sort of herb out of this pouch, and then he attaches what looks like feed bags of just regular oats and grain mix that he straps around the goats so they can have a good old munch after pulling the wagons up the hill. Now, the herb he's giving them beforehand is a special kind of herb. And once he attaches the feed bag, he goes to the back of each of the goats and undoes a few different straps. And you, as you noticed before, on top of the goats are sort of stacks of different layers of material. So some of them are leather harnesses and straps, but on the very top, there is what looks like a sort of bladder or balloon. And what he does is he takes this is a large balloon, the balloon's larger than any of you, the big things, he unfolds it. It's about 5 feet across, let's say, unfolds this balloon on top, and then takes the sort of the fill pipe, let's say, it's a little bit like a blow-up balloon, it's got a fill pipe, and connects it to the back end of the goat. That balloon is then attached by straps and lines to other things piled on the back of the goat. And as the goats begin to digest this herb that he's given them, they start to slowly fill the balloon with flatulence. And as the balloon fills and fills and fills, it begins to gain lift. It doesn't smell, the gas is being captured by the balloon in its entirety. And when the balloons get to a certain point, they snap taut, drift upwards, pulling with them lines and straps, which unfolds this sort of 3-tiered system on the back of the goat. One at the bottom one is like a hammock, the top one is sort of a storage shelf, and then above that there's the food and sundries for that one. And they're sort of like mobile bedroom systems, right? So they're all suspended by this fart-filled balloon at the top. And here you go, gentlemen, this is where you'll be spending your nights. And yeah.
Bloody hell!
How do we get one of them? Like,
Oh, we can make them for you. Of course, the goats and the very rare herb we're feeding them is clearly part of it.
Well, I've got this guy's called Terence. I don't know if you've met him.
Oh yeah, the little horned rabbit.
Yeah,
yes.
he also inflates and floats. Like, could I rig up a way of using him to fill the balloon for ourselves? Like, just when we're done here, I'd really love to have one of those, basically.
Okay, we
Because
can
last
talk
time
about
I went to bed in my shell, I woke up surrounded in filth and dirt and everything. Like, I'd really love one of these bedrooms. They look really cool.
Of course, we can talk about them. We had them made in the Gold Tooth town. You see, there's a
Oh.
leather worker there who's particularly talented, and they did some good work for us. And as you see here, it's a 3-tiered dwarven bedroom system. And yeah, like I say, so there's beds.
I'm blown away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that all came out of there.
It's
That's nuts.
That
These
is,
goats are very versatile and very flatulent.
Oh, look at the architecture as well.
Oh, it's a bit of overspill there.
I'm a little bit curious. I'm going to just try it out with this herb.
Oh,
Oh, it actually tastes all right. It's not too bad, yeah.
It tastes a little bit sort of like saffron, a little bit. There's a mild spice to it. It gives you
How
feelings.
does that process it?
Oh, hang on. Hang on a second.
Was it stirring?
Oh, God.
You feel really bloated.
Oh,
Get the tube.
You're going to have to excuse
Get
me.
the tube, quick.
You're going to have to excuse me.
It does,
Oh.
and
Oh,
it
God.
almost immediately once
Normally you like your own, but this one,
No, that's someone else.
I'm going to throw up.
That's
that bloating
disgusting.
feeling returns almost immediately
Oh my
after back once
Oh, it's
again.
happening again.
God.
You get a cup.
I
Something.
don't know what's
Contain
the cup
this.
going to do?
You shouldn't have eaten it. It's not very good for people.
Oh, I had a little bit. How much is...
It should wear off in a bit. Just keep farting.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't go near the campfire.
I'll wait until this subsides before we get in the bunk. Oh my God.
Disgusting.
Oh, it stinks.
They're getting a few different bits of cooking equipment out for you and things like that, and they're setting up their like little mini kitchen. And they've had a bit of a look around. The camp seems fine. There's no signs of anyone messing with the claim. And yeah, they've circled the wagons. All of the balloons are now inflated, and you have this sort of skyscraper. No, it's not.
Are
that
we
tall.
going to be just the scale of it? Because am I going to be able to fit in this?
Yeah, you'll fit in them. Okay. Yeah, they're good size. They're the goats themselves are larger than a cow, you know, in terms of size. So you can imagine the kind of size of a structure that could be attached to their back. It's a hammock style bed on the base. So it's a cotton or linen hammock strapped to either side of the frame, or not rather frame. It's like imagine leather straps have created a frame through tension. Okay, so it's being pulled up and held taut. It looks like a frame, but in reality, it's all just leather straps and fabric. And so at the base, you've got the big hammock, which, yeah, you could fit in if you wanted to. And then above that, there's a slightly smaller shelf, which is like storage bits. So in there, they've got like a few picks and mattocks and things like that held in there with lines and ropes and collections. And then above that, There's other sundries and things like dry food.
And all of that was inside it while it was flat.
Yeah, and it was collapsed down.
Wow.
And sort of along the side, there's like a there's like a line that they can pull so that it sort of brings the higher shelf down towards them so they can reach it. So say you're in bed, you could pull the line down to bring the top thing down a bit.
Sorry.
And it's the flatulence that makes people sneeze, I think.
Yeah.
Are you allergic to
God.
goats?
Oh, not again, Titus.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Good God. You should not,
You've not even
you
eaten
shouldn't
yet.
have eaten those
I
herbs.
shouldn't
Christ.
have.
No.
But I mean, they taste all right. They weren't too bad. Anyway, this place is quite nice. How long do you think it'll take us to mine some good stuff?
A good day of mining tomorrow should be enough to fill the 4 wines on the caravan. We'll have 3. He just tries to sort of maintain his gaze at you, trying not to draw attention to it.
Oh, God!
It's awful. I mean,
Each
I'm amazed.
one.
Sorry,
Each
I-
revision
Don't
is
fart
worse.
in the
They
don't
really-
fart in
they
the
just-
mine. That's what we
They're
always say.
distracting me a little bit as well. Sorry, what were you saying? So how many
A
days?
day's work tomorrow should be enough time to
Yes.
get to fill the 4 wines. We work fast.
Right.
You guys get a whole wine to yourself.
Thank
No,
you.
I'm not hungry. I've gone off my meal entirely.
Yeah,
I
what?
don't want anything.
I could still eat.
Yeah, I'm sure you could. Create a lot of
Just
Well-
a little,
space.
I'm just a bit hungry. God,
Titus,
I can't.
That,
help
that sounds wet now.
as a special
It's getting wetter.
celebration of surviving a battle and of your name day,
Oh my goodness.
we've got you a little something
Oh wow.
for you to
incredible.
enjoy for dinner. The other 2 I do have.
Incredible. Wow.
It's up to you whether you want it, but I've got 2 more millionaire shortbreads here that the Dwarven Factory have made. I didn't want you to feel like you're missing out on the cake
Oh, you
dinner.
feel like a millionaire.
The fact they've had this entire journey.
Wow.
And now you reveal it, but this is brilliant. Thank you.
What a big reveal.
you.
That's very
The
generous of you.
hospitality.
Honestly, we didn't expect all these pleasantries.
at
We
this.
thought we were going to be put in the back of some sort of dirty mining wagon and, kind of been
This food has a
tossed
face on
about
it.
a bit by the, no offence, miners and, a lot of off-colour jokes and all that sort of thing on the
Right,
way.
yes.
A lot of stereotypes in my mind.
We're famous for our hospitality, the dwarves.
Yeah,
and I.
well, I'm sorry that I had assumptions. Oh, God damn it. Sorry.
It'll stop eventually, perhaps tomorrow.
He
It'll
barely
stop.
ate any of it. It's so disgusting.
I'm not even sorry for
It's
that.
designed to create a lot of air in our goats. So
Yeah, actually,
in
that
human
was big.
beings.
Have you got any more bedrooms that need putting up? Because maybe he could help.
Oh, nice. No, they're all inflated based off
Right.
goat gut alone.
How long is this balloon going to last?
Oh god.
Until we empty it.
Oh, wow.
There is some slight leakage in some of the stitching around the edge of the balloon, but apart from that, it's pretty good. It'll last the night easy. It'll last several days. We usually.
Wow.
If I'm making these smells, I don't want to be here when those balloons come down. Dear
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
can
no,
you
that's
imagine?
fair. Yeah, I
Can
do
you
not
imagine?
want to be around.
Do you light them on fire just to get rid of that? Is there a way to just?
We could.
What's gonna
Sometimes
happen?
we use them to increase the temperature of the forge.
Right.
Samu here is our
Nice.
our wizard and metallurgist, and he'll help smelt the ore that you extract into lead. And sometimes, in order to reach the appropriate temperature, he will use some of the gas from the balloon's eye. But lead requires quite a low smelting point, so you should be fine without the gas.
Very informative. Thank you.
He replies. Okay, folks. We'll.
What's your working hours? So, I'm not a morning person,
Aye.
frankly. And so, if we could start, or when do you start?
We'll start about 8 o'clock. Yes.
Fuck, that's really early.
Well, yeah. For you, yeah.
When do you come out your shell?
When the sun comes up.
Right,
Not
Yeah.
often enough.
you're a day drinker.
You're a day drinker, mate. Sorry, excuse me. I think that's
Helps
the
you
last
come
of
out
them.
your
That's got to
shell.
be the last of them.
Right.
All right, fine, 8 a.m. Jesus, I guess we're not.
If we go to sleep now, we'll be fine, right?
Yeah, I can't sleep. I'm wired.
Oh, what are you wired for? Or did you have some of the herb as well? Honestly, I feel
We
like
just fought like a ton of spiders.
The adrenaline's
Oh.
going. Maybe.
This is why I want to practice.
What if we?
Well, let's hit the practice swing then.
Guys.
Let's exhaust ourselves.
Yeah.
Don't speak too loudly. They might hear. We're here. We know where the mines are.
Yeah.
We're not in the mood for sleeping. What if while they're asleep, we
in early.
sneak in and get some free lead that has no cut?
We just pocket the lead.
We pocket it somehow. The hole.
Right. But what if? I mean, how deep is? What does lead look like?
I guess it's going to be shinier than rock.
Right. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
my thinking.
Do you think we have to just
Give me a
is it
nature
shallow
check,
or-
Sword.
I don't know if I've ever seen lead before.
All three of you can
I mean,
give me
real
a
life, I
nature
know
check
what it
if you
looks
like.
6, 9,
Okay.
12 plus
What am I
good
adding?
skills.
It can either be survival or nature, actually.
Mine's an 8.
plus
Survival
0.
0, nature.
Kapipi or
It's 4.
Sword, do you have survival or nature skills?
Nature's 4.
4.
Yeah,
I
plus
did
12. So.
Nice.
I rolled a 6 plus 2 for nature.
Okay, so Titus, you're their best bet of knowing what lead might look like. Because of your wizardly studies, you've done a little bit of, and equally Sword, you've done a bit of alchemy. So like, you've seen
I never work in
metals.
lead though.
You didn't work with lead, but you
No.
think you may be able to distinguish between regular rock and ore-bearing lead.
There's no herb in this food, is there?
There's no herbs in the food. No, this is dwarven shortbread, layered thick with caramel, perfect
That's
for a
very
night for a good night's sleep.
Oh fuck, I'll be buzzing, bouncing off the walls.
Yes, we like to slip into a sugar crash coma before sleep. It's,
Interesting.
It's the only way you can sleep. That's
Right.
all copious amounts of.
Can I use some of this energy? You got like a mind that's,
Sure,
fresh.
I'll show you whereabouts we'll be working tomorrow if you like.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant, thank you.
And he lights he's got like a little sort of leather headband that has a like an oil lamp strapped to the front of it, and he like turns it on. He's trying to strike a flint and steel.
Careful, not near Titus. He's got some flat.
Yeah, he's got an aura about him.
I'll stand back.
Okay. Ooh, blimey, careful with that fletchings. Yes. Okay, I've got my oil lamp working now. Right, let's go up and look at the claim area. And you walk up the hill, maybe 30, 40 meters, not far, up round the corner, and there's an area where they've already dug into the ground. And essentially it's like long trenches of lead. Lead, in this area at least, tends to be fairly close to the surface. You aren't going to have to dig deep. It's more that you dig in long lines looking for the lead ore. And he's like, here you go, look. And he pulls a bit of lead ore out the side. This is what you're going to be looking for. This sort of stuff. We'll bring this down to the smelter, and then Samu will heat it up.
That's
and
lead.
This is lead ore.
Oh, I had the colour wrong in my mind the whole time.
I think I have seen that before. Yeah.
Now, the lead ore looks, silvery grey. You can tell it from rock. It's cube-y, sort of sharp, shiny. Yeah, you think you can spot it. And the process of smelting will sort the rock and other rejected materials from the lead that we
All
require.
right, so we can get a bit of rock with it. It's not a problem.
Yeah. You'll want to bring the chunks down here to the forge, and it'll liberate the lead from the ore.
Gotcha. All right. Why? What?
Why don't you take a swing now?
Are you
See-
heavy
see what it's like?
sleepers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, once we're out, we're out. Yeah. Well,
Good. We're gonna do a bit of experimenting because we can sleep on it and then be fresh and do all this again next day. See what I mean?
Okay. Well, be careful if you're up here on your own. The mines are a dangerous place, even ones as shallow as this.
How deep can we go before we need to put in some support beams?
So this isn't the kind of mine that requires support beams. This is always going to be open to the
More
air.
like a quarry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
more
that one
closer
now.
to a quarry, like this. If you see how they've done it here in this picture,
Just chiseling into this.
you're breaking
side.
into you're creating ravines, gullies, ditches, things like that. You're not going to need to go deep into the mountain or anything. It's going to be, it's going to be fairly easy going for mining.
Cheers, Gurry, mate. We
My
won't take up
pleasure.
any more of your time.
Okay.
We're just gonna have a little knockabout here.
Well, I'm going to go down and get some kip. We've set up one of the goats to have 3 bedrooms on it.
I'll come with you and get the 3 pickaxes a sec, actually.
Okay. So he walks down, he plods down the path with you again
I
back
do
to the
really
camp.
awkward small talk with
Where,
them.
okay, yeah, go on then. What's that
Right.
sound like?
That was a long one, wasn't it? A long journey.
Oh yes, it can be treacherous. The spiders were
Yeah.
not unexpected, but sometimes it's been easier, sometimes it's been harder.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. We're back.
Oh
in the
yeah, we're
camp
back.
now, I think.
Oh, good.
Oh, looks like a couple of them already climbed into their bunks, and 2 of the dwarves are already in like their little suspended hammocks, sleeping one on top of the other.
Yeah, oh, bless them.
So while you're down there, I'll just say to Titus, I think we should just have a little bit of a laugh with
Oh yeah.
Sword, yeah.
Well, you don't mind?
What if we get this? We hide,
Yeah.
so he comes back up and thinks we've been taken or something.
Oh yeah.
And then when he's
yeah.
on edge by
Right.
himself, we jump out and attack him.
At what point during this entire thing do you think that he's ever cared about either of us, in any sense
He
to worry?
cares about us, doesn't he?
Honestly, I'm willing to try it, but I don't think
Just
you're
have
going
a
to get
bit
the
of-
payoff you're expecting.
No, this is going to be
Right, let's
one
duck
to
behind these
tell.
rocks.
We're going to be talking about this down the Rusty Axle when we're back. Like,
Okay, let's
the
get behind
egg
these
on
rocks.
his
I think you
face.
can just hide yourself a little bit behind that large rock over there.
Yeah.
I'll get behind this little one.
Right, I'm hiding.
So you guys gonna hide
Titus,
until
We're hiding.
for how long? Just until.
Just until he comes
back.
back.
Well, I'm willing to wait.
Okay, Sword, you're
have no
down there. Guri unpacks a couple of pickaxes or 3 pickaxes and lays them into your waiting arms.
Thank you very much.
Here you go. Do you want a head torch? Can you see?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that'd be quite useful.
And he takes off his head torch and like pushes it down around
Whoa.
your head.
Nice.
It's a little bit on the tight side. Quite
Yeah,
tight.
this will do the job. Thank you very much. Have a good sleep.
Yeah, no problem. Again, be careful and try not to make too much noise. Remember, we're going to have to be up early tomorrow.
Yeah, got that. All right.
Sweet dreams.
You too.
He climbs up the
walk
side of a
away.
goat into the lowest bunk.
All right, boys. Here I am, ready to go. I've got the 3 boys. Hello?
Right, both of you give me stealth checks.
That's 6.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. That's a 10.
Mine's a 10.
Skills.
Skills. I was good at that one.
+2.
+2.
Mine's
That's
+4. Mine's 14.
That's 8.
Okay, you can see a bit of Titus's cloak peeking out from behind a rock. You haven't seen Kapipi yet. It's about 6 p.m. The light is fading at this point.
Oh.
Quite dramatically, in fact.
Shit.
It's near dark.
Oh, no. Oh, I guess... Oh, maybe some more spiders have come and taken them away. Oh, no, my 2 best friends, they're being captured. I should really alert the dwarves. Oh, they wouldn't want me to pass up an opportunity, though. Guess I'll start swinging at the rocks. And I pick up my pick and I start hitting the rock right next to Titus.
Okay. Titus, you're getting sprayed with gravel and chips and bits of rock.
Don't
hitting
worry,
you.
if you're buried in here, I'll get you out. Ding!
Jesus.
Ding! I get dangerously close to where I see his cloak. Ding!
Ah, jeez, come on.
Oh, look
I'm
who it
behind you.
is! Oh,
Yeah, I was
thought
hiding
you were
behind a
in
rock.
danger.
Yeah, you almost hit me.
Come on, Kapipi, get out. I know you're hiding.
I haven't seen Kapipi in ages.
He has no idea, right?
What?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Well, what the hell are you doing behind a rock?
Well, I was just looking. I thought I saw a penny.
What?
Yeah, it was shiny. So I looked around there, started looking, and then I
And you
couldn't
just
find
let
it.
Kapipi
Yeah.
go off?
Well, he said he saw something else just beyond that pile of rocks over there.
What, did you go and investigate?
No, I heard a scream and I left it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna run over there with my pick.
Kapipi, as you're hiding, you feel several small hands grasp you
Oh!
as they put a bag over your head and tug you down the side of the slope.
Oh my god!
Yes, get him, get him. Oh, what have we
Fully
got?
over my head,
Oh,
you say?
turtle.
Who is it? What the hell's going on? Sword?
Give me a perception check.
Sword?
17.
Okay, you hear a scuffle. You don't quite see it. Do you have dark vision?
I do, I think, yeah. And
Do you
does
have dark
Titus.
vision as well?
I have dark vision.
I don't think Kapipi has. Kapipi, do you have dark
I've
dark
not
vision?
seen it. Where would I find it?
Your main abilities. Oh, it'll be underneath here. No, you do not.
No.
He does not.
Okay.
He's got regular boring vision.
Regular, boring vision.
Oh, yes.
Oh, look at his trinkets. Look at his trinkets. You hear through the bag as they like. So, Sword, you see a scuffle, and then you see what looks like the shadow of Kapipi getting pulled from behind a rock and down the side of a slope.
Oh, you fuckers. I'm going to chase them down, but try and be stealthy about it.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Natural 1.
Ooh, you make quite a lot of noise.
God, fucking hell!
You hit your foot on a rock that you don't
My
see
fucking foot!
and make quite a lot of noise.
Quick, they're coming, quick, more come. I'm coming, Kapeeps!
Kapipi, give me a strength check.
Look. That's a 4.
Oh, you're crushing. No.
4 plus 2, 6.
Yep, you don't brush them off.
I'm going to shout back.
Tyres, they got him!
Yeah.
Come on!
Yeah, whatever. He was hidden behind a rock, wasn't he? Did you find him?
I don't spend the time
It was a joke.
responding. I just go darting forward.
Jeez. I'll follow. I'll be like, fine. Let's see what's happened.
Okay, right. So you see, dragging down the side of this hill. So the ground is fairly loose here because it's been quite heavily mined and gravel has been moved around from where it's been extracted. And moving it down the side of the hill is a little bit. There's slopes and holes and rocks all over the place. You see a group of kobolds pulling Kapipi down the hill. They've managed to chuck a bag over his head and loosely bind him with a bunch of rope very quickly. They're kind of quietly pulling, yanking his heft down the hill as a couple of them look over him, trying to take things off of him, looking at his instruments, looking at all his things. And then they look up as you say, oi, and they see you at the top of the hill. They're about 20 feet from you now at this point.
He's seen us, quick!
That's my fucking turtle.
No, it's our turtle, we found it.
Says the leader.
Oh, you little shits. I'm going to get my musket out and start pumping it.
No, it will hurt us. Don't let it, please, wait.
Step away from the bag.
And they kind of put their hands up. And
Yeah,
they're like,
that's right. Backs against the wall.
there's no wall around them. They move slightly further down the thing. Kapipi, you stop sliding at this point and you can pull the thing
Put
off.
your little shitty hands above your head.
And you see around you, there's about 4 small little kobolds. Kobolds are kind of little reptilian creatures. They are sort of like a little dragon almost,
Right.
but they walk like a humanoid. They have a tail, they have hands and feet. They're about 4 foot tall, and quite skinny, these ones, and they clearly have been sort of grayish, orangey skin, like a very dull orange, and they live in this area. You know, they live in caves and things like that, and they sometimes try and steal shinies from people.
We're sorry. We didn't.
What are you guys doing, eh?
Whoa, he talks.
What are you playing at?
And they're like, he sees them.
I could talk.
Kapipi
You could
talking.
talk.
They're like,
What is it?
All right, Kapipi, slowly make your way over to here, would you?
Yeah, all right.
And all of them have just got their
don't
hands
take the shot
up.
sword.
Don't shoot.
I can shoot any moment.
Don't shoot.
one of them
walk up
is
to-
like slightly more together. He's got a few more trinkets on him, wearing like a single looking glass that's got the glass smashed out of it. He's got like a eyeglass on.
You speak for these lot?
Yes.
Right, come
I am.
forward.
He
What's
walks-
going on? I'm going to come
walks
up from
forward.
behind and fire. Firebolt!
I shoot my musket
Past
out.
their heads.
Right, you guys get these 2 off. Roll initiative.
I do it more out of shock.
Yeah, okay. So the firebolt whips over. Right, 2 things.
say?
Both of you.
4.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ. I got a 20 on my
Wow.
musket.
Nice. Is that initiative or to hit?
That's just to hit. Do you want me to do initiative?
No, that's good. I want to hit as well. Yeah,
was I
do
looking
initiative
for?
as well. You're going to roll to hit. Initiative first. So what was your initiative, Titus?
So you got a
I
4.
point out my intention isn't to hit.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't get.
Why is it? You just wanted to fire?
I was just going to
fireball
fire,
into
yeah,
his-
firing it
Okay,
over the
that's
heads
fine.
intentionally.
You can do
So
that.
You got 6
if anything, I could hit
initiative.
them because I missed because I've got 6.
Okay, sword and Kapipi, what are your initiatives?
That was a 10. Do I add anything to it?
Yeah, your initiative.
Your initiative.
Plus 2.
Okay, 12.
12.
14 for me.
Okay, 14. Right, sword, who are you aiming at with that 20 to hit?
I was aiming at the main guy.
Yep.
only because I was like, "You come here," and then he scared me, and I itchy trigger finger just blew him away.
Okay, yeah. You hit and kill the kobold inventor almost instantly. So yeah, as Titus steps over the edge, what's going on? A firebolt whips through the air and briefly illuminating the area. This startled Sword, who was already thinking about maybe pulling the trigger,
It's really on it.
aiming directly at the kobold, who seems the most in charge, the trinkets, things like that, and startles him. The gun goes off and instantly kills the kobold. No. He falls backwards, slowly rolls down the hill before his body comes to a stop in the gravel. The other kobold are just like, "Yeah!" They're like putting their hands even higher. They're like, please don't.
I'll do it again. Stand down, calm down.
And they try to run.
Don't run.
Don't run, he yells.
Don't run, guys, don't run.
Okay, right, let me just start this a sec. So most of the
gone
kobolds
smoothly.
This hide
already,
and seek went totally wrong.
most of the kobolds, well, all of the kobolds are faster than you guys in terms of they move quicker. They're quick little
They
bastards.
faster than a bullet.
Well, no, but you've only got one in the chamber as of
Yeah,
now.
I do need to reload it.
They
How far can they get in 6
they
seconds?
scatter in an area around you. So there are several large man-sized rocks dotted along this hillside, and they spread out naturally, knowing how to work as a group. They spread themselves out to create a worse target for the gunman, as they see it, the primary threat. They weren't even aware that Kapipi was even sentient, really, when they tried to capture him. They just thought he was some sort of strange, colourful food rock. And they're now looking to find out what the hell's going on. So they've spread out. They're preparing to attack you. But now they've spread out and hid behind rocks. Sword, it's your go.
I'm willing to negotiate the situation. Appreciate that was, a little bit aggressive. But
No, he doesn't understand diplomacy. His only diplomacy is at the
Oh,
end
I'm
of the
killing that
gun.
one first.
The end of the gun.
I'm shooting it. I'm shooting at a rock, and it's a natural one anyway.
Natural one.
So it's a warding shot.
The gun goes off, and the bullet, the ball bounces off of a rock. One of the particularly
duck down.
vocal kobolds.
See, he doesn't want to treat with us. All he wants to do is blow us away. He doesn't understand diplomacy.
What exactly is happening here? What is going on, Kapipi? Sword!
They tried to steal me and steal my stuff.
Were they trying to eat you?
I have no idea what they were going to do. They put my head in the bag and then
That's
Sword came
all the
to-
time you've got to say anything. Kapipi, it's your go.
Surely we can just calm this all down, guys. Like, this is a massive misunderstanding here. Like, I really appreciate the help, Sword, but you've gone really, trigger happy here. Guys, just come on out. Come out here. We can talk about this. Please, just come on out.
You just killed one of us. There's no way we're coming out from
It's
behind our rocks.
misunderstanding. You did kidnap me. The eye for an eye.
We didn't know you were what you were. We thought you were just an interesting turtle covered in treasure.
Well, he also didn't know what was going on, so there's kind of an equal thing
I'll
going
probably kill the one with a gob.
So Kapipi, your best bet here is to try and use perhaps your enthralling performance or something like that to try and charm some of these, because they're terrified. They've just seen their leader blown away instantly.
Guys, seriously, you've seen my instruments. I'm a local bard. I'm quite good. Okay, I'm just going to calm you all down. What about a lovely song? Yeah? Just a lovely song.
So you want to play a song? You've only got 6 seconds of talking you can do. Remember that in between rounds. This is all happening quite quickly.
Okay.
So if you
Can
want
I
to
do
start,
my what was it? What was it I'm doing?
Enthralling performance.
Enthralling performance. Is that the one that charms them?
If
Yes.
you succeed, yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to quickly. Hey, come out, you little creatures. We're not scary, we promise. It's a massive misunderstanding.
okay, one sec.
toe
Right, they've
tapper.
got
That's
to
a good
do
one.
wisdom
That's a good
saving
one, that.
throw.
Save that one.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah, you forgot the drums.
Same
there.
drum beat, yeah. Let's get that in there as well.
Okay, 3 of the kobolds start to hear this performance, and they're like,
Oh, what's that? What's that song?
Yeah, come
What's the
on
turtle
out.
doing?
And they poke their heads out from behind the rocks. They're like, oh, he seems more friendly. And 3 of them step out from behind their rocks and they start walking towards you.
That's it,
kind
little
of like-
fella. That's
They
it.
slowly start to clap.
Yeah, see, we're friends, we're friendly.
So
It's
you've
a
now charmed
misunderstanding.
3 of these kobolds. That creature is charmed for an hour or until it takes any damage, you attack it, or it sees you attack or damage its allies. Okay? So they're charmed by you.
So
Yes, the
scared when it
turtle's
comes to
nice.
swords.
That's your go. Titus, what do you do?
I'm going to make swirls of. I'm going to use prestidigitation to have a swirl of colourful shower of sparks from my hands and start dancing around Kapipi. We mean no harm. We apologise for our previous battling of you. I didn't expect this to
Give
go
me a
so
persuasion
crazy.
check as well.
Oh, is that a 14?
It's an 11.
11. I can't quite see that dice. Plus,
Your skills.
God,
What was it you? asked?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
4 was it?
Yeah. 15.
Okay. Okay, they're like,
Okay.
Look at the colours.
Okay. But we'll come out. We'll come out as long as that one puts his gun down.
But you're going to wear
says
sword.
the last 2 holdouts. What does Sword do? Does he put his gun down or not?
Sword's got his gun trained on the rock that he shot. He's like seeing these 2 doing their thing, like, you're joking! And I'll join in and get the body of the one I blew away and start like dancing it
Puppeteering it?
around.
It's really
Whoa! Even in death, he's having a laugh.
God, he's the leader.
It's like his head lolling to the side and the open wounds.
Ooh.
It's at this
We're all just
point.
mates here.
It's at this point you realise he isn't fully dead.
Whoa.
He stirs a bit.
Help me.
I snap his neck. Bear off this way, mate.
It's a mercy killing.
I'm just.
Mercy killings are fine in this realm.
Oh, I could have healed him.
That's my sheet, by the way.
That is your sheet, yeah. I do have.
You could have healed
I
it.
think I have the same spell.
Okay, that's
I do.
Okay, I mean, if you want to try and heal him, it's just going to be harder now you've snapped his neck. But you've got less than a minute to act.
right,
you
yeah,
snapped his neck, meaning that a lot of the signals to his organs have been cut off.
Yeah, he's
However,
got moments.
for the next, he's got moments. What do you do?
Give him the potion.
I'll give him my elixir. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been working on this. I pop it out.
Wake
From
him
my-
up.
my
We're
belt.
friendly.
There you go, mate. I loll his broken neck forward and put it
His
into his
floppy head
reptilian
goes
mouth.
back as you.
Look, he's fine! See?
This is dark.
It's all just a joke. It's just a big misunderstanding.
And the kobold leader perks up again.
Oh my God. We need to get out of the robbing game. Okay. Unhand me our hobgoblin.
And you drop him, you let him down, he slumps down to the ground, and you're out of initiative. You've de-escalated the situation somewhat.
So, hello.
3 of them come up to Kapipi and they're just like,
Yeah!
Sticky Mickey's the name.
Another one!
You had no idea.
Another
No,
one!
you're gonna have to come and see me at my local.
Oh, where do you play?
I'm around. Just look for the name Sticky Mickey.
Okay.
I'll be.
We're not really allowed in local pubs.
No, well, you might have to look through a window.
We'll wear a large coat and sit on each other's shoulders.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay, have you got any large coats?
Make sure you, no, but make sure you wear a hat as well.
Oh, sorry about the misunderstanding.
Yeah, I gathered it was a misunderstanding the moment that Sword shot that guy and you guys all freaked out and stuck your hands up. You weren't looking for a fight.
No, we're not. We're not fighters. We like shiny things.
I
and
appreciate.
We're very hungry.
Yeah,
Do you have any food?
Oh, there might be some rotting old food in a bag maybe on your back somewhere. Maybe some turtle
do you
bait.
know-
they start sniffing around the
I
I
bags
just
and
had
things. you got.
shortbread I could have given
Ease
you.
up.
And they're all deathly afraid of Sword. Like the kobold leader, once he realizes his neck is now in one piece and the ball has dropped out of his shoulder, leaving just a scar instead of an open wound, He sort of pushes himself, scuffles backwards across the ground, like trying to make some space. And they're like, "Oh, please no!"
I taketh life away and giveth it. Do it again.
He's powerful, this one.
Whilst the three sycophantic ones there's three gathered around Kapipi in the.
We'll give you some food
Oh!
in return for some of your shiniest shinies.
Oh!
Ooh, how do you reckon they can swing with the old axe?
Oh.
Maybe we can get them to work. You know?
Yeah, you guys ever
I don't
worked
need
in
to-
mine
they look like they
before?
know the place.
You know, earning your keep. How about that, rather than robbing your keep? We're going to change your life tonight.
Oh!
Pass him one of the
And they look
pickaxes.
around kind of excitedly. They're
I
like,
hand him one of our pickaxes to his little hands.
whoa, it's
Just
very
takes-
heavy.
All right, give it a swing, mate. Just a nice big
Work
swing.
together, now, two of you.
Come on, this is silly.
I pick up the gun.
Oh,
I thought you were stronger than that.
And then one of the other ones runs over and they pick
Yeah.
up a pick together.
Oh,
Yeah.
teamwork makes the dream work.
And then they swing it over their head and it kind of like flops over
Oh, this is useless.
and hits the ground kind of not particularly accurately.
All right.
They're too big. We
All right,
can't
all right.
lift
Try
it.
hang on, try these. I've got two sharpened drumsticks here. Can you wield these into some rocks?
They take them from you and they're like, they look at them and they're like,
This is wood. Wood will not break stone.
Like they were metal ones, weren't they?
No.
you talking about your bayonets or
Yeah.
your drumsticks?
Oh, your bayonets.
I think we just renamed them as sharpened drumsticks on the
Yeah,
side.
Oh.
you replaced them.
Yeah, these will work, but we'll blunt them very quickly.
hey, smelly creatures, do you have any kind of digging materials or weapons or tools on you?
No, fisherman, we use our hands.
Well, scrabble away at this here lead rock.
Okay. What will
Get
you
to
do if we don't?
We'll kill you and we'll eat you over a fire. Exactly. You saw what happened. We can take your life and give it back to you. At our whim, we are powerful and big.
I can leave you in perpetual torment of being shot and being revived and shot and revived over and over again.
Scrabble.
They're all just like they're clawing at their own faces. they're like pulling their ears down. You know, they're just like no.
Yeah.
Just give it a go.
but-
We just want to see what you can do.
Where? Where's good?
Just let's go. Let's go. To
You
that
live
mine.
here.
We're just around the corner.
Where's the good shiny lead?
Oh, get up here.
There you
Let's have a look
go.
then. There we go.
Give us some lead and we'll call it even.
And they start scrambling up the hillside again, up over to the top where you guys were hiding,
It's a
and
good
back
idea, we
into the
should-
open trenches of the mining area.
Come on up through here.
And the five of them, there's four sort of regular kobolds, and then their little chief with his little bling, his glitzy bling, and his little
Don't break your
eyepiece.
neck on the way up.
Why does he insist on torturing us? Why? What's wrong with him? Why do you travel with the hobgoblin? They're
Why did
evil
we
creatures.
travel? Well, I didn't expect this, to be honest. We didn't expect to see anyone.
Shouldn't you be in the ocean?
What?
Why are you out of the sea?
Enough of that. I'm going to get a small piece of rope and tie it around your neck.
Oh,
You are now leashed.
oh,
You will not be able to get too far.
okay.
Walk, scurry.
Starts walking a bit. How long's the rope?
How long is my rope?
You can just define how much you want to
50
use.
feet.
Is it a short
10
leash or a long
foot.
leash?
10 foot.
10 foot. Okay, right.
I think.
And they go up to the ironing pit and they start like lazily kind of like picking up rocks, looking at them.
Not good.
No.
Not good. Oh, shiny.
And one of them brings it over to you,
Oh.
scurries over, and he hands it up to you.
Wow. What? Ooh. Is this?
And you notice it's not lead. This isn't lead ore. This is silver ore.
Oh.
No! I throw it.
Oh, come on.
Wrong!
And they're once again,
Shinier.
they're like putting their hands on their head, cowering low. All of them are cowering low.
Look.
3 of them have gathered behind Kapipi now, the ones that he charmed, and they're like hiding behind his shell and his legs, and they're like poking out, and they're like,
Please save us from the nasty hobgoblin.
I adjust my head torch
yeah,
and I look around for an actual piece of lead
okay.
angrily. Is there any lead around?
Yeah, you spot a few bits, little bits.
Here, this. We want lots of this.
That's what we're looking for.
Look, I
this
put up to
stuff.
my head torch.
Yes, we know it. It's the heavy stone.
The heavy stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want lots of that.
Okay.
You put down your hole,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you chuck it in the hole.
Okay. I'll slap the hole down.
Okay, it opens up, the port bowl opens, and Kevin's obviously still in there.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello.
I thought you went on the ship.
No, I stayed in here whilst Barry and the first mate, like
Are you enjoying
Dinky
yourself,
Doinkers, I'm not enjoying myself.
No,
it's quite
what's
lonely.
wrong?
Oh God! Somebody's throwing something in here.
that's
What
just
is
lead.
that? As the kobolds start throwing in little bits of lead into the hole.
I'll throw mine in too.
Actually, could you do us a favour? Could you like weigh that up for us? We just need to know how much we've got.
There's no scales in here.
Can you interact with it?
Eyeball it then, Kevin.
Okay.
Conversation's over.
You got any of those gloves in there, Kevin?
Yeah, I got a pair. Yeah,
Put them
Barry
on.
was using them to touch
Put them
Dinky
on.
in certain ways.
Sorry?
Barry and Dinky use the gloves for
Are they
sex stuff.
clean? Are the gloves clean?
Not really.
Put them on.
Right.
Yeah, put them on.
I'm surprised they need the gloves.
Yeah, me too.
I thought they could
Oh,
do.
they
I guess one
smell.
extra contact.
Yeah,
They smell.
they smell. Oh,
They smell.
it's strange that you can sense all these things. Anyway, yeah, grab the lead and pile them up in that. Well, it's not really a corner.
Just
It's kind of
tidy it up in there. Come on,
Yeah,
your
clean
hole's
up.
getting all messy.
It's just
Clean
black
your room,
emptiness
Kevin.
in here. Okay, I'll clean my room.
nice one.
And he just like he starts stacking the lead oil up in the corner of the dark.
I'm
dark.
guessing we're getting like tiny pieces at this point.
Yeah, all the bits that the kobolds are picking up are about the size of your fist. There are bigger bits, but these are fine. These are usable. They're shiny, black, silvery substance. The kobolds are quite good at this. They've got clever little hands. They've got good eyesight at night. And yeah, so far they seem to be quite getting into the task. They're almost enjoying it, it seems. Oh, they've got another one. Got another one. They ran up to. The one on the leash comes up to you. And they're just like,
Oh, brilliant! I'll untether you. You've done well.
holds the lead
I
aloft
just
for those
couldn't
not
be bothered
watching.
to
And
hold the rope anymore. Thank you.
so you take the rope off.
Brilliant. I've taken the rope off. Yeah, there you go. Freedom. Yeah, sorry about that.
And it kind of like it like feels its neck free, and it's just so ecstatic. Even though it's had the rope on it for moments, it's just like, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so excited that
That's
you've
so-
kind of given it this gift of freedom.
Wow.
I'm going to rope up
Amazing.
the others.
You're going to tether them. Okay.
Okay.
I like the leashing thing.
You like
So do you want the rope he's using? Got your own rope?
Okay, you other three
take it? I don't
over
need
it, would you?
anymore.
Are those the ones hiding behind Kapipi? There's two that are not charmed by Kapipi.
Not the uncharmed ones.
So that's the kobold you shot,
Yeah.
and another random kobold.
you
They're
two.
terrified of you.
Oi,
Yes.
get here right now. You see him over there? He just got his leash off.
Yeah.
He got a good bit of lead. What have you gotten?
And they hold up like the pieces of lead that they've got.
I inspect them. Rubbish! Show me your necks. I'm gonna leash them both.
And they against their own best judgment, they like get as close to you as they're willing to get. They're shaking.
Now, if you don't get me some good lead, you're always gonna have this on your neck. You hear me? But maybe if you're good little kobolds, you'll take him off.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't that sound good?
Yeah.
Now get to it.
So
So you tied them two together.
This is fun. We should go mining more often, boys.
I know we're not in combat or anything, but can I use something like bardic inspiration to
Yeah.
inspire these guys to pick up more lead?
Yeah.
Like a mining song.
Like a mining song, yeah.
Yep. You can do that.
You let me do that.
Yeah. Give me a mild performance. What does it sound like?
Okay, well, so they're all crying because he's just shouted at them, and I'm like, don't worry, guys. Like he acts tough, but it's only because he cares, all right. Now, if we all focus together, yeah, mainly you lot and I watch with these guys, maybe we can find some bigger bits of lead and more of it. How about that? And I know just the thing. Dudum, 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 dudum. We're mining lead up here on the mine. You listening? We're mining lead up here. Everybody! We're mining lead up here on the mine. We're lining lead up here. That's it, everyone sing. Mining lead up here on the mine.
As they're just going backs and forwards, throwing pieces of lead
That's
into the
it.
portable hole. Occasional squeaks from Kevin as he takes a piece of lead to the face. Can you tell the kobolds to be a bit more accurate with what they're doing, please?
No, step to the side, Kevin.
They threw it to the side.
Look,
Okay, we're mining lead up here.
That's
on
it.
the
Keep it
mine.
going now.
Mining lead in a mine.
that's it, all together.
Yep.
Kind of like a whistle.
All of you at once.
I imagine it like a whistle while you work, you know, kind of Snow White.
Yeah, it's
scenario.
making menial labour fun through
Yeah.
escapism.
Do I just tick that?
Yeah, you would have done that. Yeah. Can it be a montage scene?
Yeah, it can be a montage scene.
So as they're like getting into the song and stuff, Sword is like very angry and like, oh, backhand. But as it keeps going, he starts warming to them a little bit, and a little smirk goes through, and then it's a crossfade to them working, and then Sword is nodding at this point, and a lead piece comes up, and he's like, pats him on the head.
Whistle while we mine.
And by the end of it, I'm singing along.
So a couple of hours goes by of you guys doing this. You're singing along to this extremely
We're
catchy-
mining lead up in the mine, yeah.
Let up here.
And the kobolds seem to have gathered all of the readily available loose bits of lead. You know, you think now that it's going to require some digging, some picking, to loose much more of this lead. But they're getting pretty tired. You're getting pretty tired. It's about 10 p.m., 11 p.m. now.
Let's toss them some food
It's fully
All
dark.
right, I
and
think,
then be gone.
yeah.
We have
Because
still
we gotta
got
get
those
out of here.
6 baby turtles that we got from Turtle.
Oh, that's
Oh
true.
yeah, they're probably
But-
not as
or
good
should
as they
we-
would have been. So maybe we should just let them.
Well, we have got some doggy bags left, I think.
Do I
Yeah.
have a couple doggy bags? All right, kobolds, gather around. Come on, everyone sit down.
hard. Look at you, scamp.
And they're all coming as if it's like
Here, boy.
puppies at
Come on.
mealtime.
Here,
You
boy.
know, they're all like, they're waiting. They're like, they know they've heard the bag. You
Yeah.
know, whatever you've got out, they're
They're
like,
coming.
Sit.
There they are.
and they all sit down on their little haunches, and they're just like,
Oh, that's good.
and then they all like kind of still trying to proffer
Now,
you lead, even though you've
wait.
expressed to them that you
No,
don't
no,
want.
it's good. We're full now.
Put it on their
we're
nose.
Wait.
Stay.
Now we're just going to see how much you've got here. Let's check the hole, Kevin.
Kevin,
How much lead have we got?
Kevin's like, you look down, and Kevin is like waist deep in bits of lead boulder, like chips of lead ore, and he's just like, yeah, I think I don't think we're going to have much more space left for lead in here. I think the hole's almost at capacity. He says, I can't really move anymore.
Says you, Kevin.
Kevin.
Pull the hole up.
Pull the hole.
Thank you, Kevin.
ya.
Bye.
Let's hope it doesn't get into his blood.
Well. Haven't we been good little working kobolds today? Yeah. Well, I think Kapipi and Titus might have a little special something for you.
Yes.
I'm going to close my eyes,
Oh.
and they're going to give you your special reward.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Well, why don't we get them to close their eyes?
Oh,
that
yeah,
makes
sorry.
more sense,
yeah.
Why
I
do
forgot how
You
it was.
close your eyes, turn around. How many of them are there, by the way?
5 in total,
5 in
including the
total.
leader.
Right, close your eyes, turn around.
So we get the fuck out of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Just sneak off back down to the camp.
All right, count to 100.
I can't.
All right.
try.
What can you count
Just
to?
keep counting until you can't.
Just say numbers.
Just
for a
make up
bit.
numbers until.
1, 2.
Nice.
3.
Food, isn't it?
What's next? What's next to this one? Oh, it's 5.
We are gone.
We're gone.
6. You all just leave.
Getting back to the goats.
7. 8. What's next? 9, 10. 9. 10. Is anyone peek?
we
Don't
don't bump
peek.
into them
And they're like, all 5 of them are lined up in a line, looking out off the hill edge, like just with their hands over their eyes, just counting as you guys slowly slink away back down the hill towards the
They're not on the
camp.
cliff edge, are they? I'm a bit
11.
worried if someone coming up and giving them a kick from behind.
12. 6 hours go by.
6 hours. Wow.
6 hours. You guys return
in
to
bed.
camp.
I'm just deep sleep.
You get ready for bed. Is there anything you want to do? Like, bear in mind they're just still counting up the hill at this point. Anything you want to do whilst you sleep? And you just climb into bed.
Get into the bunk and
Yeah, I'm just
enjoy a nice.
happy to be in a nice cozy hammock
Okay.
with
After
my
hard,
doggy
yeah,
bag.
hard.
Nice
few
not to be
hours
on the
of labour.
beach.
Yeah.
So, like I say, 6 hours passed. Then you guys are sleeping well at this point. As they continue to count, the sun is now coming up. Kobolds don't like the sun. It almost hurts them. So, as the sun raises, they're like, oh God.
They just stand there.
We better go soon, guys. Are you going to give us? We need to go soon. Are we going to get our reward? And then, like, as the sun's coming up, they're like, we got to go, please. And then they open their eyes, look around. They're like, God, no! They do that. They're despairing again. They're like, what's happened? All that labour for nothing. But they can't hang around because the sun has come up and it is hurting them. And they scurry down the hill back into their various little caves and burrows that they spend the days in and hide. And they remember. They hide and they remember.
The kobolds will remember
They're
this.
going to be back.
Yeah. So the kobolds have disappeared at this point.
Okay.
They're baffled at why the at first scary and then kindly group of people they met
Lured into another
would torture them so, would treat them with such disdain. But kobolds have longer memories than lifetimes.
Doesn't make any sense.
And they may remember your name, but they ain't going to be around too long to extract any kind of revenge.
They pass on the names through generations.
They
but
do,
don't
yeah.
know what it means.
Your likenesses are scrawled into the walls of their caves, and it says,
Fear the
don't trust.
Yeah.
Don't trust. And then they draw a man with a fish head, they draw a turtle, and then they draw a hobgoblin, and then a big cross. No, it just says underneath it, and then they teach generations and generations of young kobolds not to trust you
So
three.
if only it was a good thing, it was a lesson learned.
Perhaps will help with their survival, yeah. But it damages,
a hard lesson.
kobold-human relations
generation, of
for
course,
decades to come.
Yeah.
It set them back some way. They were due for a industrial revolution of sorts.
course.
Upon being able to identify lead, they would have gone into the smithing world, but unfortunately, due to your actions, that will never occur. And instead, a tribal and bigoted regime will stay in place for another
Jeez.
30 or 40 years.
Wow, quite a
They
peek
seemed a
into the
bit-
future there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something you don't normally.
your actions have consequences.
Yes, indeed.
You wake up after a nice long rest.
God, that was very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Is that a
Compliments.
long rest, by the way? Is that?
That's a long rest.
Oh,
It
nice.
counts as a long rest.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Good morning, everybody. I've got a nice pot of morning ale on, breakfast ale. It should be nice
Oh,
and
you
ready
brought
in a few
some?
minutes. Yes, of course. We love our breakfast ale.
Nice.
It's a lovely mixture of a porridge and a beautiful light ale this morning. Not too alcoholic. You don't want too much of a hangover to start your day.
Are you familiar with kobolds?
Oh yes, we encounter many of the little buggers when we do their mining. They tend to congregate around mines and hills and mountains. Why, have you encountered some?
We did, in fact, yeah, last night.
Little
Oh, I hope they
great
didn't
little
cause you too much
critters.
trouble.
Oh, no.
Nah, just a little bit. Like they tried to kidnap me and steal my instruments and that, but we managed to talk about it and work it out.
We
like,
killed one.
I think we heard a gunshot at
Oh,
one
but then
point.
we revived it again.
Oh.
Yeah. Just because.
It's a bit of a warning thing, you know.
Sad.
But anyway, we're fresh and ready to go. Let's go mining.
Well-
After we've had the breakfast ale, of course.
Oh yes, yes, settle down and have a breakfast ale.
Yeah.
And before you go mining, it might be worth me saying.
That's the end of session 8, part 1 of Booty.
that link.
Your voice changed, Scurry.
Thanks for watching. We'll start next session with the gang heading up for a good old-fashioned day of self-done mining. A lack of chain gang in this one, perhaps. You never
Sure.
know.
We got our fill.
Yeah. But thanks for watching this one. It's available in podcast form. It's available live on Twitch every Wednesday afternoon. It's also available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/hatfilms. Thank you very much to all the Patreons that have been supporting us and this podcast, show recently. We really appreciate it. As well as our patrons in all regards. There's going to be some Booty-specific merch coming in the next month or so. Working on a fun poster with our artist Casper, who has been doing a lot of the character art. And so keep an eye out for that. Anything else you guys want to add?
Had a great time.
Yes.
That was really good.
Harassing some kobolds. Thank you. Look forward to more.
Good. Join us next time. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, live stream audience, we are going to be continuing. We're going to take a quick break, 5 minutes or so, and then we'll continue on to the second part of today's session. That was just, I felt like a natural stop for a second.
Yeah, that's good.
Good
And that was
stop.
about,
Good stop.
about 50 minutes, I think, about 50 minutes to an hour that session.
Cool.
Well, is that how you intended that session to go?
I wanted to introduce some kobolds because I was like, you guys are fucking around at night on a hillside. What could happen? And I didn't necessarily want to throw you into another huge combat, but I don't know, kobolds are fun to fuck around with, aren't
Kobolds are fun.
they? Yeah, they're just a stupid little creature that's good fun to mess around with.
So that was AI as well, that image?
Yeah.
That was like quite hard to decipher. Like, I guess the cabin thing, or the cart is a bit warped, but like,
Yeah.
still impressive.
Yeah, it looks
See,
good,
it's
doesn't
the
it?
environment around it.
Yeah.
It's just perfect. Nuts.
Insane. What it can
All right, where did you get to with the old?
do.
Who was the last person?
Was it on my phone? Yeah,
How is your birthday going, Ross? Anyways,
It's all right. Yeah, not
How's
too
a little
bad.
cake in a jar?
That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
shortbread
it's a
was
caterpillar
very
cake.
tasty.
If you want, sure. It's a Colin the
do you want any of
caterpillar
these little
cake
balls?
in
No,
a,
thank
in
you.
a jar.
I was going to get a
Lovely.
whole one,
Do
but
a
they're
big one.
massive.
They're massive.
They're
yeah.
huge, and
1
I was like, there's no
second.
way we're going to get through all of it. So I
That's
thought,
even that on its own is quite rich. It's
Yeah.
good though. Nice little birthday treat. Thank you. We got to. Shall we just read them? There's I Know You Hacks,
Scan them.
who cheered 500 bitties. Thank you. Saying happy birthday, Ross. Here's to another year of natural 20s. I didn't get any this time, but maybe next sesh.
You got a whole year to do it.
We've got a whole
Sorry.
year. Jackski16 is a 2-monter saying happy birthday. Thank you. Sadpair gifted 5 subbies. Thank you very much, Sadpair.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Hopefully your journey goes well when you take it. You say
big
you're
move.
travelling across,
Yeah.
quite far. So
Yeah,
good
yeah.
luck with that. Islabra cheered some bitties as well, saying happy birthday, Was. Can we get a 6.9 on the breathalyzer today? There's no more liqueurs today.
There are some if you
There
want
are
them.
some still left.
If
but
you're
I'm
interested.
actually okay for liqueurs.
We got them for you.
I know you did. But no, I'm okay for liqueurs.
All right.
I think we're up to date.
Wonderful.
This is updated, but that's from an hour ago. So thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, we are a bit unhinged, I suppose.
I am a hobgoblin.
Yeah, and I'm just curious as to see what we can get away with.
Yeah.
There was part of
I'm
me-
kind of, I'm fine with you guys doing stupid stuff with the kobolds. It's kind of what I was hoping you do, to be honest with you.
There's part of me there when you said you were going to close your eyes, like, and they're all in front of us. There's part of me that's like wanted to adopt them, like we did Terrence, so we could have a group of them. Then
Take them with us, yeah. Chuck them in the hole.
They have to look after them
Then
all.
we have to look after them all.
If they go in the hole, they'll all suffocate and die.
And then Kevin will just have to live with them rotting away in there.
Mhm.
Would they rot in there? Because it's airtight.
That's a good point. I guess there would be bacteria in there. with
Sorry, say that again?
The bacteria might die.
In the portable hole?
Yeah, if we put kobolds in the hole,
Yeah.
they'd obviously suffocate and die.
Yep.
But would they decompose? 'Cause it's like a vacuum, right?
Yeah. I mean, you've got to bear in mind that there's like, just because there's an absence of air, it doesn't mean there's an absence of like bacteria and things like that on their body that may or may not need oxygen. It will slow them down, definitely. Yeah, it will slow the decomposition down. I think the idea is it's a fairly inert space. Yeah. So yeah.
might have
Somebody's
to
been doing
test that with
some
Kevin.
math in chat, working out how much lead that would be if you
Waist
filled the
height
hole.
in a hole.
Yeah. But I said there's a weight limit of 500 pounds, which is, I think it's 2.2 pounds in a kilogram, I want to say. So divided by 2.2. So I reckon there's about 300 pounds worth of lead in there. So about 150 kilograms of lead, which is quite a lot. Which is
Good
like
job,
me and a
kobolds.
half, basically, in terms of weight.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Turn that to gold, and you've got, I mean, at today's price, is an absurd amount of gold, but that's not what we're basing it on. Obviously, it'll be D&D value of gold, and it's much more ubiquitous than it is in the real world.
Goosey goosey. Cool.
What weighs more, 300 pounds of lead or 300 pounds of gold?
Lead, right?
It's 300 pounds drop.
Just a couple of subbies here. I'm Tomb is a 5-minute saying happy birthday, Craig.
Thank you. These
There you
guys
go.
all forgot, but thank you.
There it is. And your mum is a 2-minute saying I am a hat enjoyer. Thank you. I'm going to go for a cheeky pee.
Participant.
Is there an economy in this world, Smith, that's like could I, could we invest gold and then make a profit through investment with it increasing?
In value?
You are muted, yes.
So you could. I mean, the best way to do it would be to travel a distance with it. So the further you get from the source of the gold or the source of the lead,
like
the
elite
more
dangerous.
value, exactly, the more value it's going
But
to
there's
have.
no lead whatsoever.
No, but-
I don't think that some nations within this world have got to the point where they may have, remedial market structures in terms of like buying wheat and things like that in wholesale amounts, and that'll affect
I
the
guess
price.
we could invest in startups as well, and like they flourish and then pay us back dividends.
Yeah, I mean, new companies, exactly.
Oh, I
I
just
mean,
wanna
you
get
could invest in you could get a person that's really good at making wheels, a wheelwright, to come and help you start a wagon shop, and then a wagon, you could make money from selling wagons because there aren't enough wagons here. You could take the Turtle Bay recipe and start a franchise Turtle Bay on another island somewhere that has loads of.
Oh my god, we could deconstruct what we've got in our bag.
When the first campaign one of the first campaigns I ever played, which I think it was you DMing. Remember Yemik's Demise, the pub? So we started a pub. That was like our big thing at the end of it. We wanted to own a pub because we wanted a business. And so part of it was, there was this goblin that we befriended, and he was called Yemik, and he was a really nice guy. And I think we came across what we thought was just regular goblins one day on the return to town, and we killed him and executed him. And Trott revealed that the goblin that we'd killed was in fact our mate, Yemik. And so we named the pub after him, and we put his head in a jar of like pickles.
You pickled him.
And it was like the signature shot of the pub was a drink from this goblin's head vat. But we had to furnish the pub, and we had to we stole a load of furniture from the local town's tavern
Out the
by
window, yeah.
trying to get a bed out of a window. It was pretty funny. So yeah, definitely, I love the idea of trying to set up your own business within the world. It's in part what you're doing with the ship, isn't it? Really, like you
Don't think we know what our business is with that though. We just know we want it for work.
Killing the great monsters.
Oh yeah. Oh, didn't we suggest at one point creating stuff under the water with Titus to put people in danger, then we come along and save them for coin?
yeah.
Like a scam.
Classic
Yeah.
scam artist. This is quite funny. Werther's has come up with, you could come up with try our new restaurant, Turtle Boy,
Turtle boy.
Turtle boy.
with just a picture of Kapipi's face on it. You
Turtle
know,
boy.
Jimmy Buffett, one of the most successful American musicians of all time, started a cheeseburger. He did Margaritaville, is a chain of American restaurants based on a song called Margaritaville. He also has the song Cheeseburger in Paradise. He then started a chain of cheeseburger restaurants. Like, musicians starting restaurants is also not an unheard of thing.
They start a chain based off a hit song.
That only serves veal of the sea.
And that's the name of the song. Veal of
Veal
the
of
Sea.
the sea. Baby turtle.
So that
Baby
South Park
turtle
burger
walking
song.
down the street. Baby turtle. The
Cheeseburger,
kind I like
yeah,
to
really
eat.
nice.
Baby turtle.
You won't believe me, it's the truth. Turtle tastes as good as you.
Turtle.
Right, I'm gonna have a pee as well. Just click it once, muted.
Yep.
Click on one.
Give me a check. Give me a check. Yep, you're muted.
Wasting away again in my
Well, everybody. This is essentially a slightly more sophisticated murder hobo session.
In a way, yeah.
Is it?
Well, this next
when you
bit
get new players that discover they can do anything, they usually tend to go for, I'm going to do heinous things to these people because I can. So murder hobo does take place. Whereas in this
Did
situation,
we do that there?
Well,
Ray?
we-
I mean,
No, no, no.
if anything, we saved
We
them.
revived them,
We saved.
and
it's a sophisticated
I just
murder
made you
hobo.
accidentally shoot them in the face.
Oh, because we stitched them up but didn't kill them.
Exactly. I treated kobolds how I think a hobgoblin ex-soldier would. Like shit.
Yeah. See, I feel like Kapipi has the compassionate side of him, but the moment he
Yes.
can save a little bit of money,
Oh,
as we've seen,
it
like
goes cold.
if he can, he'd rather offer an autograph than pay for something, as we've seen multiple times. And there,
That's
he'd
right.
rather us keep hold of our food than
Exactly.
pay for the service.
You've got a weird moral compass.
Yeah, it's weird. It's the moment I can keep hold of money.
And don't worry, I'm the treasurer, so
Yeah, I know.
it's all safe in my hands. My bloodthirsty, kobold-killing
He's
hands.
a cheapskate. There you go.
Yeah, you're a cheapskate. Nothing wrong with that.
The billionaire moral compass.
Better than being a load of lawful good heroes, eh?
Yeah.
On a quest to save the world.
Wow, saving the world.
Boring. Let's disrupt the world.
Obviously, this is a question just for the audience, because obviously I watch a lot of D&D stuff, and
Yeah, he's huge on it. Yeah.
Is it usual for D&D to be this loose and funny and stuff, or is it, or do people normally take it quite seriously?
It really depends.
Yeah, I think it depends on like the style as well, or the
Depends
theme.
what you want to do.
Because
really.
like you can get serious campaigns, I guess, but like our private campaigns have been quite
I was going to say, I've
ridiculous.
never
That's what I
pictured
like.
I didn't imagine it to be this funny.
It can be, it's just basically you've got to enjoy it. So I think you gather a group together that are willing to do the same kind of theme and get into it. But yeah.
Okay, that should have unmuted.
Yeah, am I unmuted now? Test.
Yep, got levels for all of you.
Hello.
Shall I start us rolling again?
Roll us.
If you're good to go.
Let's do it.
Let's get into part 2, shall we?
Let's.
Rolling. 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 And this one's rolling. All these backups. Rolling. Rolling. 1, 2,
Also, I
3,
think
4,
that's- yeah, I
5,
mean-
6, 7.
It's all still like fantasy, so even if it is serious, it's in like a fantasy setting, right? But like we've just gone the more doing almost slapstick kind of stuff rather than.
No, I like
certainly-
this, though,
I
like,
certainly have
yeah.
been dragged behind some goats and fucking old ladies
Nothing like it.
and the brothel rewrite.
Brothel?
A brothel.
Ruffle?
Rewrite-
Brothelcopter.
A brothel copter.
Brothelcopter.
Time for my brothel copter.
All aboard the Brothelcopter. It's a hovering device full of old
Yeah.
ladies fucking. Okay. I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Okay. Oh god, it started zooming. Here comes the A theme. And are you ready, Smith?
Yep.
Coming to you in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to Session 8, Part 2 of Booty, High Seas, Low Expectations. You join us following a mining encounter with a group of kobolds. The gang have made it to the mining claim and spent the evening doing a little bit of scouting, where they encountered a group of would-be kobold thieves who tried to steal Kapipi. After an initial
did.
explosive introduction, the situation was de-escalated, and the kobolds were put to work gathering a good haul of about 300 pounds of lead ore thrown into a hole. Following that,
Probably
you
a
had a
bit
good
of stone too.
bit of stone as well, bit the
Probably
odd,
a couple of bits.
yeah, just a few
Here
bits.
and there,
Ooh, a
yeah.
fossil. So yeah, the group then went to bed, abandoning the kobolds to an evening of counting, and eventually, exposed to the sun, they decided to seek cover in their caves and warrens nearby. The morning has broken, and Guri, the work boss and of this group of dwarves that you've come with, has made you a delicious morning ale. It's a mixture of porridge and light,
Lovely.
drinkable session
Lovely.
ale, and a little bit of milk, goat milk,
Nice. Sweet. Straight from the source.
straight from the source of.
Is this where I should be
Ale and-
having it from?
Ale and milk.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you like, I suppose, as long as the goat doesn't kick your bloody head in.
Oh, it tastes so weird.
That's a male goat.
Oh. Of course. No, I knew that. This is quite the shower. Fuck.
Okay, so once we've had our breakfast, everybody come together and we'll head up to the site. Have you got your picks?
Oh yeah,
Oh, we
I
got a
think we
picture.
brought them back, didn't we?
did.
Yeah,
They're
ready to
resting
go again.
just on that rock.
Oh yes, good. Did you manage to have much of a look last night?
No.
Not
No, in fact, we
It's too dark,
practically
really.
enslaved some small kobolds.
Oh, did you put in work? Did you?
Gather some lead for us, just to have a little dabble.
Yes.
But we didn't actually didn't even practice swinging
Barely,
ourselves.
yeah. Barely did
Barely swung
anything,
the
yeah.
thing ourselves.
Oh,
so
you need to get some good calluses on your hands.
Yes, definitely.
Well,
These things
no time like the
blister.
present. Get your drinks down, you.
Right. Gotta get down.
It's a large amount. It's almost a litre of this stuff in these giant cups. Thick. You've got to chew and swallow. You know, it's like a.
It's not a nice thing, but eat and drink
Gets you buzzed though, doesn't it? Straight away.
You've got a light morning buzz on,
Nice
which
big buzz on.
We'll
nice.
burn it off.
you'll burn off the booze.
I'm ready.
And the porridge will kick in then to carry you through
Oh,
the come down.
So chewy.
Yeah. So through you go, up the hill, back up to where you were, where a lot of the kobolds were gathering ore. And Guri points out a few good, promising spots to swing your first couple of picks. Who wants to go first then? We'll check you've all got the right technique.
Well, I've got an idea, right? How do you move all the lead you get into the wagon?
Well, you've got to take it down to the smelter there, being operated by Samu, and then you've got the resulting ore ingot, the ingot of lead, and then we put that into the wine, and then the goats haul the wines back to town where we sell it.
And the smelter is downhill.
Yes, the smelter is a little bit down where we camped earlier.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it. Yeah.
It's just like Samu's a wizard who specializes in this kind of thing, so he actually uses sort of fire spells to create a lot of the elements of a furnace that traditional blacksmiths would have a lot more work doing. So he finds it much easier to bring it up to temperature, to hold it at temperature. He's very good at what he does. And he doesn't need a bellows or anything like that. He'll get the fire going, and then he will feed the ore in, and he'll get the most perfect ingots coming out the bottom.
Amazing.
Yes.
Well, I was thinking it's a lot of work, right, to bring all that lead
Yeah.
all the way down to the smeltery. What if we just stack it all up here, and then this boy tidal waves it all the way down?
Is that something that we could?
Might
Just
wash it as well.
wash it all the way down.
That'll clean it up.
Yeah,
Give it a bit of a filter, and then boom, it's all just scattered around the smeltery, and you just plop it in.
A tidal wave of water
Just a quick tidal
We've
wave.
seen it. The
down a
water,
loose stone hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the water goes afterwards. We've seen it.
Yeah, it
I
disappears.
don't think that's a very good idea, no.
How many pounds can the goats carry at once?
Or they're dragging it in wagons, so we'll fill the wains. Each
big?
wain will probably take, I'd say close to 300 pounds of weight.
300 pounds.
Oh yes.
Really?
300
300
to
pounds.
5, 3 to 500. Let's call it 500 in
And
fact.
how long will it take us to go up and down the hill? On average.
Us personally,
Yeah.
we're carrying the ingots.
Yeah.
We'll bring the goats up a bit higher. The goats
Sure.
will then take the ore down the hill to the smeltery where it'll be processed and then stacked into one of the other two goats.
Right, okay.
We'll get our fittest goat up the hill. Look, here comes Raph now, and one of the dwarves is bringing up a real strong looking goat. You can tell this goat's one of the younger, more in his prime. You know, like, oh, look at that goat. He's jacked. You know, his upper haunches
Wow.
are rippling with muscle. Huge veins and arteries carry blood that's pumping freely through the goat's massive haunches as he easily pulls the empty wain into the area in front of where you're digging.
I wonder if there's a way to optimise this. You know that bloody hole we filled last night? 300 pounds of pure, unadulterated lead.
And rock.
What if we just...
Well, it's not pure, it's lead ore.
It's lead
in fact
ore.
very
Well,
adulterated.
in fact,
and-
it's just literally
lead or
just this
what?
raw form of lead. Doesn't matter. It's all in that hole. That hole weighs nothing right now. Let's slap
Stop
it around.
flapping it around. It's weird.
I'm just saying, we can get that bloody goat to gallop up back and forth. It just dumps the load in the hole quicker, right?
Yeah.
Surely?
Yep. We can put 300 pounds or even if you got Kevin out of the hole,
Titus?
How much does Kevin weigh?
nothing actually. No, it's a good point. Kevin don't weigh.
Kevin,
anything.
can we just toss him the bits
Yeah.
back and forth?
Yeah.
He's got
What,
gloves
what
on.
if we found a way? Oh, okay.
I'm just thinking about optimization. Let's optimize this thing.
We get a wooden board,
Go on.
right?
Yeah.
The size of the hole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then we put the wooden board above where we want to dump
Right.
all of it, and then just whack the hole upside down on it.
So like just a
Just
tip.
tip it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Genius.
How does that sound to you,
That
Kapipi?
sounds pretty good. Just get a bit
Sounds
of wood,
like
whack the
magic.
hole on it. You've
Let's
got a
make
portable
that
hole
thing.
that we can turn upside down.
Here's a hole.
So you were mentioning wood. Where are you going to get the wood from?
Sorry?
Where are you getting the wood
The
from?
wood. Where are we getting the wood from?
You got any spare wood?
What do you
got
mean?
any
Just
wood?
large planks?
Just a bit
with
Like a
wood?
sign
Maybe
or
just like several planks in a row that have been...
What about the door from the cart? Would that work?
Yeah.
We can take the back door of one of the carts off. Yes,
Yeah.
that can work. I mean, couldn't you
Film
just
it.
use a cloak?
Honestly, yeah,
I didn't think of fabric.
want to just tape it somehow.
Just hold the coat taut
Just hold. Yeah.
over or something, and then get one of you to throw the whole up under the bottom to cook.
Yeah, it's sticky,
Yeah.
right? It
Yeah.
should work. Yeah,
This
all right.
is why you're
Honestly,
here.
this is-
why
We're
you're
all working
here.
together
We'll have to use
here.
your
Right.
cloak, your billowing cloak.
This thing.
Yeah.
Billow.
Oh God, where's the?
Yeah, we
Okay.
can do that. Yeah, we can get this up.
There it is. Yeah.
Of course. yeah.
Wonderful.
No, I haven't done that in a while. That actually feels really nice. Nice breeze on the back. Anyway, yeah, no, we can do that. We can slap it on the bottom, and then it can
That's great.
unfurl underneath. Well, that's
me
some
just-
time saved. So let's start getting mining. Come on.
Let's do it.
And drop it
Okay,
straight
which
into
of
the
you
hole.
wants to go first? I need to treat.
Well-
you need to do your health and safety, and you need
Okay,
to do your.
we'll dump off this sled. We've got this sled to get rid of first.
Okay, so
get
where are
rid
you
of
putting that?
Yep.
Where are you putting the lid from your hole?
Oh, well,
Down the bottom of the
send it
hill?
down to the bottom. Yeah.
Okay, who's going
Remember,
down
that's our
there? Who's
cut,
going
remember?
down
Is
there?
that, that's our, yeah, that's
because
our.
we did that one
just so you know, that's
ourselves,
something we
just
did on our private basis.
private time, that
we
was.
used
But you
some-
took it out of our claim.
Sorry.
You took it out of our
Yeah,
claim.
we worked out of ours, so unless
Yeah,
you're going to pay us
that's
overtime, we're going to take this.
It's out of our mind, though.
Oh, it's actually out from the top parts. where
yeah,
the-
it was
Oh, you own Mother Nature,
it's
do you?
connected.
Deceive. Deception check.
I wish we didn't bloom and tell him now.
8.
Oh no.
Is it skills? 9.
With advantage, give it another roll because Sword's trying to help you.
14.
Plus.
15.
Okay. All right. I presume you got it from somewhere else on the hill. Go
Thank
down
you.
to the smelter. We'll take a little share for the smelting costs. I hope
Fair
you
enough.
don't mind.
That is fair enough. Smelt
And,
away.
Working together.
We'll have it
Yes.
smelted. All right.
Right.
So take it down.
I'm going to slap that whole. Well, how far away am I walking?
It's like 20, 30 meters down the hill.
Okay.
Not far.
I'm walking that way.
Okay, and
Right, and here we go.
you're there.
Oh, it's not too far away. And I guess where's the best place to slap this that it falls down into a big hole? What's around me?
So you're next to this little smelter building. It's like not big enough for somebody to go inside. It's more sort of like a beehive kind of shape size thing. The Samu, the wizard, is there already firing up. The dwarf blows the dust from his hand that ignites and flares up within the smelter. A warmth radiates from it, and he's like, "Oh, hello. Yeah, just drop it on the floor there."
Okay. Right, well, now we need to get it out of the hole.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
So I need to get like a ceiling or something, then it'll just fall naturally.
Okay,
Sword.
well,
Is there-
get
Yeah.
your cloak off a second.
Oh, sure.
While he's doing that, can I quickly say the sword? I've just realised something.
What's that?
He's going to go down there and turn that hole upside down. Guess
Yeah.
what else is in that hole?
Oh, shit, the chest. All our money.
Right, then we're back to
Oh!
back to Titus doing
I'm
whatever he's
sprinting.
doing.
Right, so I've got my cloak. I'm gonna
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll hold on to it.
It's taking. Hang on.
Okay, yes.
It's
Okay.
stuck.
Wait.
Can you go? Oh, here they come. All right, guys, can you help me with this?
You
It's
take off the
stuck.
cloak perfectly the first time you try to.
It's off. It's off immediately.
Fine.
Sorry, I don't know why. Sometimes it's my
Oh,
gills
hello,
are still
you
quite
lots. What are you doing
swollen.
with this thing? Some of your
Stop!
recordable-
Stop! No, stop!
What?
Stop! Where's the
Oh,
hole?
what's wrong? The hole. I'm just about to slap it onto this cloak and then flip it upside down.
Think about it.
Think
There's some
about-
other stuff in there.
Oh, I know that little kid.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
and
Kid.
what else?
Just a shitload of like pebbles that we assume are lead, right? Lead ore.
the chest.
Yes. Oh god, there's a toad in there.
And
The toad. Is
all
that in there? Or have we really got the
thousands
shit?
and thousands of gold.
Oh.
There's also in there.
Oh god, the gold.
So we have to get Kevin
So
to
we
get that
should
out.
get okay, right. Give me a second. I'm
One
just gonna slap
sec.
it on the floor a second, and we've got a little guy in there.
Oh,
I don't need to explain that to you. We've got a little boy. He's in there.
there's a little boy in that hole.
There's a small boy in there, 11 years old, I think he was when he died. Was he 11? He's dead.
You don't
I
understand.
think.
It's not just a corpse.
There's a dead little boy in your hole.
It's not what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
well, he's
There's a dead little boy in our hole, and that's all you need to know. Anyway, I'll slap it down. Kevin, can you pass this up? That chest, just that one on the left.
Yep. This
on the
one.
left.
This
Yeah,
one.
that one. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't
pass
sound
it.
very dead.
Sorry,
He doesn't sound very
he's
dead.
not actually dead. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to talk.
God. Imagine that.
He's a wizard.
Oh,
Do you know that he's also a wizard?
God.
Idiot.
Never seen an undead spirit
Anyway.
before that's been bound to a ship.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
good
put
heavens.
into
He does like a kind of like
Yeah.
sign of the 3-point star.
Right, Kev, come on then. Pass that one up. Cheers.
Touches
Kev.
each shoulder and then jabs himself in the forehead.
Cheers, Kev. Oh God.
Okay, there's a big old chest comes out. over $6,000. Goodness me, somebody's doing okay.
Yeah, we've saved up. We're savers.
Well, very good,
Where
yes.
can I keep this
You could
safe?
start a good little mining venture with that kind of
We
coin.
certainly could. We're trying to get something else with it.
You can put it down, Kapipi.
This is all part of a fundraising thing.
Okay, I
we're
see. Yeah,
looking
it makes
for a
sense
ship.
now.
Yeah,
Yes.
we need to get a ship or something. Anyway, that's
Yes.
not your concern. Don't worry about that. Now we can just tip this upside down, and Bob's your mother's brother.
Right. My mother was an only child. That can't be right.
Bob's your father's brother?
Could be. I never knew my father.
Ah,
Died
Then that
in
is
an
true.
awful kobold-related accident.
right. Okay.
Gangbang.
A gangbang death.
Awful.
Ooh,
Unlucky.
I've seen one of those before.
that is unlucky.
Yes.
Did you have to see the body afterwards?
I sadly, yes. I had to pry the pile of kobolds from his body.
Identify the body.
Yes, it was a golden cock ring. That was the problem.
Wow. What is
So it
this?
drove them mad. They saw the shiny and they just went mad.
Awful.
Right. Blood loss
Awful.
was it? What was
Yes. Asphyxiation.
awful? Asphyxiation of the cock.
Yes.
Dear God.
What a terrible way to go.
Sorry, that's too much
Terrible.
information.
That's a lot of information. Anyway,
You're a bit of an oversharer there.
My bad. I've been told that. That's why they keep me by the forge.
Yeah, I
right,
can
I'm
see
going to
why.
set this down and we'll just slap this. Right, slapped on, and then I guess we just lift this up somewhere. Where do you want to hoist this?
Just
both
above.
grab it?
This
If
area
you
is
grab
fine.
one
I can move the lid with my mind. Actually,
Oh, right, okay. Well, as you.
right
as
here's
you
fine. Pile it out.
Okay, well, we need to flip it upside down. That's my point. Grab the other side.
Are you guys helping?
No.
No.
You're just
Yeah,
watching
you
me
can't.
and you.
Titus.
So he grabs
Flip it
Sam.
upside down.
Sammy grabs that.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
300 pounds of lead
Whoa.
pours from this thing. Dust is going everywhere. It's
breathe
quite
it
a
in.
loud noise as
breathe
a pile of rubble crashes out of the hole, as well as like, where's things like your staff of bird calls, for example? Is that just strapped
that's
into
on
you?
me. So I had the two staffs, the
Okay.
growing one and the
Okay,
bird
right.
We
one.
didn't keep too much in there.
Okay. So the lead all pump. My, you've been doing a lot of work. Where did you gather all of this?
None of your business, you son of a bitch. You're a nosy cunt.
Sorry. Oh, we like to be in other people's business.
Sorry, it's the lead.
Where do you think we
It's
got it
messing
from? A
with me.
fucking lead
Lead
mine.
mine, yes, yep. That's sorry.
We've got to
I'd-
go back up and down with this thing.
When did you gather all of it?
There's no time for questions.
Okay,
I understand why you're
okay.
asking so
Yeah,
much.
I'll get on it now. And he turns back to his forge and he levitates. Basically, he does a few signs with his hands as individual strands or blocks of lead start to slowly drift into the air. One by one, they form an orderly levitating queue
Wow.
as bits of ore fly into his forge, and then he uses another hand to flare it, and then out of the back of the forge drifts purified lead. So you know, like spheres of lead. This is like almost drop forged. So yeah, it's coming out as a perfect sphere of lead that then stacks in triangles like pyramids, like cannonballs are on the floor beyond the forge.
Like a Ferrero Rocher.
Just like a Ferrero Rocher.
Tower.
Jesus,
Tower,
mate,
yeah.
why are you making all the goats do all the carrying if you can do that? Gee.
Oh, I can't transport them very far. This is a local effect. If I wouldn't be able to keep up this spell for the hours required to make it through the jungle, especially not with all the distractions. If you'd kindly go back to your work, Turtle.
Well, should we just take? Well,
He's got a point. Let's billow this thing up there and
we've got to make
Fill
sure this is definitely our iron though.
Yeah, this is all our
Yeah,
share.
The
We
guy,
can-
the
this
guy
is
up
our
there
lead,
said
right? We
that
can
because
store
we
this.
mined it ourselves, that it's all ours.
It's all ours.
This one.
Guri said that.
Oh,
that's
well,
about
there's
300
also
pounds
there's
of raw.
always the forge fee.
sure.
Which
What
is
forge fee?
what's for fee forge?
The
Fee-
forge fee,
FIFO
10%.
10%, yeah.
10%.
That's fair
Wizards don't work for free, you know.
Alright.
We're highly skilled individuals.
Yeah, but that's like a contract between you and him, right? Not us.
Oh, it's a contract with the laws of natures and gods. All right, you can't renege on that.
Who
one.
signed it?
We all did
A
when we
tree?
were born. When we were born, you were born into the laws of nature, and one of those laws is that the forge master always takes his 10%.
It's ridiculous. This is
Take
taking
your
too
10.
much time.
All right, take your 10%.
The whole
Take it
point
up.
of this was to save time.
Yeah, you're
All right,
right.
take your 10%. Put ours aside. We'll come and collect it with the whole later.
We'll come back with another load.
Where's Kevin?
Thank you, wizard.
Did he fall out?
Kevin's. Oh, where's Kevin? Is he in the? Oh, he's.
Kevin's
in the rubble.
managed to like cling into one of the corners because he knows
Oh,
if he
yes.
falls out, it's basically death for him.
Okay.
You know, like
He's in here.
I don't want to go back to the ship yet. You may treat me badly, but the adventure may be worth it.
Pick up
I've
the
never
hole.
seen so much lead.
That's right. We're going to put a lot more in there.
You could make so many musket balls with this.
We
Kevin?
certainly could, Kevin.
Yes.
That's wise.
I know we've got off on the wrong foot and I treat you quite badly, but there's something I need you to know.
Yes.
I pull up the hole. There you go. All right, next load.
It just echoes.
Up we
Hello.
go.
Before we move off, where are we putting all this gold? I've just put his chest on the floor.
Oh, should we put it back in there or like it's
But
quite heavy?
we're gonna need to put the
Let's
lead
put
back.
it near
I
our
don't trust
wagon.
any of these fuckers with this. Put it back in the hole. I have to take it in and out.
All right.
Oh, God. Right, back to you.
Yeah.
Don't know why I just didn't sand it.
Sword.
Watch out, Kev!
Sword, what were you going to say? Ching! Oh, God! Wow!
Kevin.
You just jumped the chest on me!
Watch the gold.
What?
Up it goes. Right, thank you.
All right, well, we best
Let's
get to
mining.
work.
I'm excited to see what you guys can do.
Okay, so you head back up to Guri, and he's like,
Cool, bloody hell. If you guys spend any longer doing whatever you were doing down there, we'd have to wait another day to get all this stuff out of the hills.
Tell us about it. Your guy on the forge works really slowly, doesn't he?
Hey,
Right.
listen, hey, why don't we get those goats working at the same time and triple this thing up?
The goats
make
can't
this
mine.
fast?
They've not got
Well,
hands.
they're mining. We'll put it on their things and they'll go down, but they'll be slow. We'll be
That's
quick.
what the original plan was.
I know, but we'll get more.
Why are you suggesting
I
this
can
like a
carry
novel concept?
500 pounds.
500 pounds.
Almost.
Okay.
I can carry 500 pounds.
Okay.
On this, which is weightless. Feel this.
Ooh,
Don't touch
Oh,
it.
don't
shiny.
Don't place it anywhere.
Ooh, this is
Hey,
very nice.
Thank you. But it weighed nothing.
Yes.
And it will weigh nothing when there's 500 pounds in there. So
Okay.
what we can do is we'll load up these carts, load up this. Progress.
Okay. Right. You seem very keen. Here's a pickaxe. Go and take a swing at that there hill.
I'll give it a go.
right, swing.
I would like to
Do you have, stats-wise, let's have a look.
Was it acrobatics? Strength?
No, athletics, ideally. yeah.
Athletics
Yeah.
is a clean 0.
Give it a roll.
Fuck, what does it say? 2.
That's a 2.
You go to swing. It's a very heavy pick. You bring it round, you strike, but without any real power behind your strike, it bounces off the rock. Ting! Oh, come on now. Guri laughs.
You call that a swing?
I didn't call it anything, sir.
Come on,
It
you can
was-
do better than that. Give me another one.
I can bloody give
Another
it a
swing.
good go. Don't you worry about me. I've got much enough energy for this. This is 16.
This time, as you swing it, you learn the power required to break through, and chunk, you go straight through the crust of the rock you're mining. It breaks, and several silvery small blocks of lead ore fall away to be scooped up by you.
Very
Lovely.
good, very good.
Oh, I can do more than that.
About another 6 hours like that, and we should feel the 3 wines.
Wow.
And the other two dwarves that aren't running the smelter come up and pick with their own picks. They're all like customized picks and stuff. They've got designs and things weaved into them, and they all start working with real pace. You know, they're really going at it. The first strike is a huge amount of power and strength, and continue on, consistent, strong, powerful. They take swing after swing, liberating more and more ore from the earth. And it would give me some rolls.
Have a go?
Yep,
You
go
guys
for it.
pick it up.
Using
So
athletics.
has you got pick for me?
Yes, here you go. Here's your pick.
Oh, the pick plus 2000.
Oh, yes. Very good, fine pick, that one. Forged by my brothers in the hills of Aldemar.
That's a 5. What am I adding to it?
Shame it's been blighted by your pathetic hands. Your athletics check.
Well, it's athletics is plus, so that'd have been 8.
Oh. 8.
You swing, a small amount comes out. Tink, just a little bit.
Look, a little bit.
Come on, you can hit it harder than that. Have another swing.
All right. 8 plus 3, 11.
Okay. Keep it going, keep swinging.
Oh, that is you. I thought that was somebody outside.
That's the sound
Good, good hit.
Go on in, Hobgoblin. Show us what you're made of.
Oh, I was trying to see if I could, work my way around it. Hold on, let me down my experimental elixir first.
Oh, what's this? An enhancer?
Just before I went to bed, I was mixing a few things together.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, what did you make, mate?
We'll see.
What is it,
We'll see.
What did you make?
I made
Tell us what it is.
transformation.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Okay.
So this is like alter self. I'm going to turn myself into a huge pickaxe.
Amazing.
Right, let me get this details of alter self.
Sized pickaxe.
How is this going to work?
So this is the alter self spell, right? You assume a different form. When you cast a spell, choose one of the following options. You can transform your appearance.
That's some kind of like giant drill.
I wouldn't know what that is.
Oh, okay, I suppose not. Yeah.
Okay, so you're a giant pickaxe. Yeah, what I'll let you do, instead of turning into a giant pickaxe, using this spell, you gain natural weapons. You can grow claws, fangs, spines, horns, or a different natural weapon of your choice. In this situation, both your hands become
pickaxes.
small pickaxes.
Really sharp.
You can now use these with +1 bonus to the attack, and each time you attack, you do 2 swings.
Okay, so you watch me pop the cork on this
Yeah.
weird-looking mixture of elixir. A lot of sediment falls to the bottom. All right, stand back.
What do you imagine it tastes like?
Just like dirt and sewage. Oh, boys, look at that!
What the?
Pickhands!
Sword's hands morph into what looks like 2 pickaxes.
Wow, that's incredible. Are you
Fuck,
gonna
it
u-
feels
you
weird.
should use those bad boys. Get them.
Well,
hammer,
yeah.
Hammer away.
I think I could whirlwind it. So
Do
I
it.
start whirlwinding my hands.
Ding.
And I walk towards the stone.
Ding, ding, ding.
Starts moving towards it. Right, give me an athletics check with advantage.
That's a natural 1.
Wow.
So I'm going to do my lucky.
Okay,
as
so you
well
still have
first
maintain
then.
your advantage. Yep.
That's a 12, and then I'll do advantage with that.
Yeah.
That's a 7, so yeah, 13, I guess,
Okay,
the plus
right.
1, right?
You chip into the ground. Guri sees this and he's like, "That's not a bad idea. I'd quite like a bottle of that myself." What is that?
The one.
He's swinging away, and you are making good time here, chunking bits of this ore out.
Bits going everywhere.
Yeah, it's going all over the place.
not
It's not
very
accurate, but it's
no.
effective. You're breaking down large chunks, slip and slide as they're loosened from the soil and the earth around them. And some of the Guri actually starts picking up some of the bigger chunks that you're displacing and chipping them off into smaller, more manageable chunks for you, loading them into the carts. About 4 hours goes by. It's coming up to midday now, and you filled 2 out of the 4 wagons. The portable hull is now full as well. You could go take that down. All right, time for a break. Let's go have some lunch, and we'll see how Samu's been getting on down at the forge. So he takes you down from the dig site.
What the hell did he say?
It was gibberish.
I heard lunch.
All I hear is the tinging of.
Also,
That's
my
the
double
pickaxes
pickaxe, it
against
lasts
rocks.
10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So I get a good 10 minutes of
Nice.
head time, and
Swinging
then
away.
I end up just punching the stone.
The last couple of swings, your hands change suddenly, and you're like, "Wow!"
Oh God, that's very sudden.
I
Yeah.
thought they'd get smaller first.
No.
Oh,
Take up the axe.
back to the regular axe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so you are down at the camp for lunch. He prepares you a nice little meal. You're very dirty at this point, covered in lead or dust. You've made good progress.
It's all right for the lungs.
Not
Lead or
really.
dust.
No, you know as an alchemist that lead can be quite poisonous. So you may want to wash that off of you. Maybe not breathe too much of it. You know.
Do that thing.
Oh, you want to get cleaned up?
Yes,
I'll
please.
clean us all up if you want.
Make sure you get in my nose.
As he's doing that, 2 really large, like lead boogers just fall from your nose, and you feel the weight that was in your head without you realizing
Oh, God.
leave you, and your neck feels a little bit like, oh God, I was under there was a lot of lead in your
Wow.
nose.
Just a bit of dust.
How
Yeah.
much did you take out of me?
It's just all the dust. I mean, honestly, it's just surprising how heavy.
You've also
that stuff
forgotten the
is.
colour blue.
Oh
So, no. Yeah, so, okay, Titus, you've
Give me a clean.
you have cleaned them off, and you are now having a nice little lunch of
Yummy, what
bread.
is it? Oh,
It's bread and some ham terrine. So it's stored in jars. So they clip the top off of it. They take the ham out and spread it over paper.
broken Craig.
What are you laughing about?
Just the sudden, you've lost the sense of the colour blue.
All right, it's the ear thing. Yeah.
Oh.
So you're eating your toast
Yeah. Oh, this
with
is
ham,
great
hock,
stuff.
terrine.
Oh, I was really hungry.
It's delicious. And no more breakfast ale. This is now just a clean, clear, very light session pale. It's only about 2%, so it's more refreshing than anything. It's delicious. The dwarves remark to you about how happy they are with your progress. You're doing a very good job, boys. You can have a future in the mining industry if you put your minds to it.
I'm never doing this
It's
again.
real back-breaking stuff.
It is hard work,
Any
isn't
more
it?
than a day's work is probably too much for all.
Yes, the lead itself is it's a hard medium to work
Quite
with.
toxic. I can
Yes,
see why it's made you look the way you do.
Oh, I'm 25.
Sorry.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, the dwarves they look pretty haggard. Their eyes are drooping. The colour of their eyes is quite awful. Yellow whites to their eyes. Teeth they've lost several teeth.
Have you ever seen like a cleric or anything like that? Had like an annual checkup, that sort of thing?
No, we've never had the time.
You got insurance or
I'll
anything?
be fine. Come on, I'll be fine. I'm a dwarf.
All right. What's the average? How old's your parents?
Well, that's a great question. I'm actually the first generation lead farmer.
Still the first taking the plunge.
Yes.
Right.
I'm just going to find out quite how. Hey guys, how long did your parents live? And they said, well, they lived until about
100, 150.
Is that all? Is that it? Yeah. Like,
Three
right,
figures,
actually nailed on.
200, 300.
Yes, they live about 350 years, but
God.
I think we'll be lucky to make it to 70.
You certainly
God,
will be,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
350, 70, swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Swings and roundabouts.
I mean, we're going to be very rich.
Sure.
This is the thing. We're doing it for the age. We're doing it for the money.
You're not going to have much time to spend it, though, are you?
I hadn't thought of it.
Yeah.
No.
I don't. It's best not to think about it.
Oh, good.
No, just don't think
food-
Oh,
about
no,
it.
Enjoy
I'm
the
thinking
food.
about it now.
Food's nice.
The food's we're great food. Yes, lovely.
Great food, yeah.
Oh, God, no. Oh, what have we done?
We need to get back to those mines, don't we?
We need to get,
just
surrounded
'cause
by all that.
we're losing precious time, and time is money.
Yeah, we
in
should
this
probably
scenario.
go inhale. some more
Okay,
lead.
yeah. Let's go and finish off the. Oh, we can't do this a bit much more, boys. Yeah, come on. We can't. No, we've got to do it for the money.
Don't think
They're
about
having a bit of a
career change now,
crisis. They
guys.
haven't really thought about like the impact on their health.
No.
When we get back, we'll spend some money on a cleric when we get back. All right, and
Yeah, just serve
Yeah,
yourself.
if
a
everyone
little
chips
bit.
in. Oh, sorry, pardon the
Yeah.
mining pun. And then you can all, get your health checkup.
You might be able
find
to
out.
like fashion some sort of breathing apparatus or something, so you can continue doing this, but a bit more healthily. You know.
that's good. That's great. I'll do. Are you
Probably too
inventing-
late for you though. Yeah, you've probably done it for years, right? And it's all in your lungs.
This is my second year.
Yeah, well, 2 years is enough.
2 years?
Honestly, I've been working with lead a bit. I forgot what it looked like, but it's bad stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any more of those potions? Healing potions?
No.
Anything you can do for us?
No.
I could, here you go. I pat him on the shoulder. You're going to be all right.
He's inspired by that. Okay. Right. Let's get back up to the mine. And you go back. You head up back the hill. He's like, right. Let's go. I heard in my dreams last night. I heard a great mining song. Do you know it? The mine.
Don't know. It was in your dream.
No, I swear I heard it carrying from the top of the hilltop. the voices
it
of
might have been the
kobolds.
one with the
Is that the one?
kobolds. Yes.
How did that go?
Something about mining up here in
Mining
the mine.
up the lead in our mine or something like that.
Yeah, can't really remember.
Catchy tune.
Whistle while we mining all the lead up here in the lead mine.
It's poisonous. We're gonna die if we keep mining.
But best not to think about it too
Okay.
much. That one.
That was the one, and that song carries the rest of the mining team through the rest of the afternoon.
Amazing.
You swing away, mining, chipping, gathering this lead ore. The wains are full as you take the last two back down the hill to smelt away. Samu has already piled up 2 further wains of smelted lead ingot, and he tells you it's only about an hour or so before he can get the rest of this processed, and you'll be ready to leave. One of the other dwarves is moving around now, starting to begin to pack up things. They reach and pull down, using the ropes on the camp equipment, they pull down the apparatus and flick a small bit of binding twine. They put a knife through it and it opens up the balloons. And you don't smell much of it because
so
the
much
gas
smoke.
rises quite quickly. So you
smoke.
get a whiff before it's carried up into the atmosphere.
Just a bird flying across the middle of the world.
Yeah. There, you look up and you see a couple of birds. As they hit the cloud, it for some reason gives them even more lift, and they go up even further. Whoa! And it takes the birds far higher than they're comfortable. And they're on a thermal. And you see the birds rise up suddenly, and as they let the balloons down, and the equipment slowly drifts down and folds in on itself to create these packed stacks.
That's the most impressive bit of tech I've seen on our trip so far, boys. That tent,
Really?
I really want one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made you levitate. That's more impressive, isn't it? There was no other external forces involved in it.
That's pretty impressive,
Yeah.
but this
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, farting. You're ridiculous.
Very
But
mature.
just
Khabib.
the
You're ridiculous, Khabib. I
just
lifted
the-
you. I lifted a kraken
I've never seen the
from
product.
the ocean.
That's magic-y. This is
Come
this is
on.
product design.
Just
ridiculous.
just rub his ego a little bit.
A kraken.
Oh, sorry. Did I say the best? I meant the second best bit of tech
Yes.
that I've seen.
Yes, the kraken thing. That
First
was
being
ridiculous.
you and the Kraken and
So
my
big.
performances. Yeah, sorry.
Anyway,
God, just a passing
No
comment.
problem.
Deal with
Very
his
good.
aristocrats.
Very good, everybody.
I lifted a kraken up.
You didn't.
Yes.
That's
Do
incredible.
you know what a kraken is?
It's a large sea beastie.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Man.
Lifted it up out of the water,
Oh wow! You
completely
must-
above the water.
It's strange that such a powerful wizard
Yeah.
would find himself mining lead on a hillside.
It is strange, isn't it?
Yes. What,
Anyway.
how did you find yourself here? Do you ever
It's a
think
long
that?
story. It's too long. Maybe on the journey back.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we're
it's
ready
long.
to set off if you are.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's
Have we got enough lead?
Yes, Sammy's just loading up the last ingots now, and you see he's like wibbling his hands as the individual balls float from their Ferrero Rocher stacks into similar stacks into the back of the wagons and the wains that the goats are dragging.
Nice. Fill in the hole too, right?
Fill in the hole.
With processed lead.
Oh yes, your bits
Oh, nice.
minus the 10%, of
Of
course.
course, yeah. Nice.
So we'll fill your hole. Very good.
Thanks for filling my hole.
It is filled, and this wagon here, and they point to one of the equally distributed the wagons. This one, when we get back into town, will be yours to have delivered wherever you like.
Amazing.
I was told by Master Flagon that you may wish to have the wagon delivered to his shop.
Indeed.
Yes.
We
Yes.
got like a second deal with him.
Oh,
Did some work for him, you see, direct.
right, yes.
So we'll go there.
He's a keen businessman, is Master Flagon.
Certainly is, yeah.
He's an inspiration
Yeah.
for us small folk. Tiny,
Alright.
isn't he? Small folk, those of
guess
us who are
small
not quite as tall as you, Fishman.
Folk, of course. So yeah, well, yes.
Do
What?
you find that derogatory?
I thought you said he was a small fuck.
Small folk.
Folk, of course.
We
No, he is
both,
small. Yeah,
it's
he's
true.
quite small. There's
Yes.
nothing wrong with that.
He's a gnome, not a dwarf.
He's not a dwarf. No, I get these mixed up sometimes. I don't know why.
That's very offensive.
It is. 'cause
Should we
you're very
continue?
different.
Should we continue on our way, or do you want to dig another hole?
I don't want to dig any more holes.
No.
I'm done all my digging.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's
get
get on the road.
Okay. Let's go. Start us off, Ref, and the dwarf, at the front of the caravan now. The goats and the wagons are all arranged in a long line. And they start to take you back down the hillside. The footing is good. The weather is a little cloudy now. A cold breeze has been coming across the hills. It's not hot or humid up here. As you wind your way down, footing is good. Sunlight occasionally breaks through the cloud, and you make your way down a sort of switchback pathway. Kevin's there occasionally. You think of him. And as you get to the bottom of this mining trail, once again it starts to become more wooded as larger trees start appearing. Grass beneath your feet turns to more of a peat as you start to enter the outside of the jungle area. It goes from more and more dense and dense as you reach once again the classic basin interior of the Gold Tooth Isle. You're once again in the jungle. Humidity rises as the sunshine breaks through the cloud into the afternoon. It burns away the remainder of the cloud and the mists that you once had up in the hills. The sounds of the jungle fill your ears. You have birds, loud birds occasionally cawing. The chittering of monkeys and other insects and things like that can be heard all over. The occasional mosquito tries to bite you.
You little fuck.
It doesn't
Just
bite.
because I'm red skinned doesn't mean I'm covered in blood.
They see you and just think, ooh, Tabasco. They've developed a taste for it. Yes, you head back the same way. You go past the corpses of the spiders you killed down this track before you make it to the main sort of artery road through the jungle, which heads to Goldtooth Town, the one where you saw the monks, the one where you saw the carriage that you randomly attacked with acid. You spend another hour or so on this path. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now as you head through this main road. After some time, you reach a break in the more dense trees. In this area, there's many bushes. There's more open area of, let's call it a glade or a glen, if you will. An open area in the jungle where it's more grass and ferns and things like that, surrounded by the larger trees. Each of you give me a perception check.
No.
No?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one.
Fucking hell, 2. Shit, isn't it?
3! No, it's not happening. Whatever you wish for me to perceive, I
Just
do
2,
not
I
perceive it.
also do not perceive anything.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay, that's fine. As you're slowly trundling through this break in the trees, a couple of the goats start to bleat, start to become a little bit restless.
Shut those goats up!
Some of them, calm now, goats.
Silence those goats!
Calm,
I can't tolerate that sound.
It's okay.
Do they need to fart or something?
And they start, they make it a bit bloaty, and then you hear what sounds like like a big, and it echoes through the opening.
Was that you, Titus?
No, it wasn't me.
Sounds like a very deep snort sound, like a whoop.
Oh, sounds like a crazy.
And
completely
it
asleep?
sounds like a hog. It sounds
Hog
very
sounds.
large. It's reverberating through the trees, and the dwarves look at each other somewhat worried. Okay, we're going to have to continue our. Let's up the pace a bit, and you're moving along this dirt road. So this is, like I say, similar to when you came up this way. It's a hard-packed dirt road that is somewhat maintained, but not really. The edges of the road have streams running either side of them, ditches basically, lots of ferns and thick greenery. Over the top of the road stretches a few tree branches and things like that. Off to your left is this big open grassy area of roughly the size of a football pitch. And through the trees, you hear more rustling, more snorting. The tops of the trees that you can see over the gap are moving. Something very large is disturbing these great trees, is knocking, and something is coming your way, something big. What would you like to do?
There's a beast in the woods.
Yes, there might be. We need to keep moving.
What might it be?
There are very many dangers in these jungles.
You hazard a
Great
guess.
beasts. I would guess that it's perhaps one of the greater beasts of these jungles.
Greater beast.
Greater beasts.
We in danger.
What's like your average beast,
Like
so
what?
that we can just get a sense of
The lesser
how
beast.
much bigger and greater it's going to be?
Oh, not many live to tell the tales. I've heard of dire bears, owl bears,
No, I don't know.
stags the size of
Stags.
boats. Very large megafauna and flora grows in this island.
Can we just up our pace a little
Yeah,
bit?
let's
Then,
just-
let's,
maybe-
Whip those
Yeah.
goats. Whip him.
And then as they're
Push
trying
them
to get
harder.
one of the goats to move on, it breaks from its wagon, and one of the wagons falls where it is.
Stupid
Oh,
goat.
The goats come free, and the goat
It's spilled my drink.
sort of runs off down the road and drags one of the dwarves with it. oh God, oh no!
What the hell do we do
and
with that?
disappears around the corner with one of the dwarves attached to a goat.
Right, let's not
As
leave
this
the-
happens, to your
no.
left, bursting through the trees, bang, out into the opening, is the biggest boar-like creature you've ever seen. This thing is perhaps 30 feet long by 20 feet tall, covered in thick plates of armor. This boar
Oh my
creature
God.
looks a bit like that.
Oh my goodness.
It is a armored giant boar, and please roll your initiative.
Oh, Jesus Christ, okay.
Ah.
Sure. 4.
Oh, I knocked yours. I know what yours was before it knocked.
It was 11.
All right, mine's 19.
I have an 11.
Okay.
You have +2.
Oh. 13.
So, Sword, you were 11, did you say?
I am 11.
Titus is 13. Okay. Beep, you go first. What would you like to do? Like I say, this boar comes out into the opening, looks around, spots you, spots all of you, and is looking, he's scraping
we
the
just
floor,
like kinda-
and he
are we
looks
just
like
like
he might be about to charge you.
Easy now, beast. Big beast.
There'll be no reasoning with this beastie.
He
He'll
might.
tear us all to pieces and eat the remains.
He might.
Should we kill it?
Yes, if we can.
We must kill it.
Whoa,
It's
he might be.
plated.
He looks angry, but he might be friendly.
Well, try and talk to him then. I can talk to him actually.
Hang on.
Just saying that.
Hello, little beastie.
Oh God.
Okay, so you're doing your,
He's gonna sing to him.
We mean you no harm.
is this enthralling performance again?
Whichever this is, yeah, let's do that.
I think you can only do one a day. It's in features and traits.
But he had a long rest.
We've had
so
a
You
long
did have a
rest.
long rest. It has been a long time.
Oh, sugar, I've gone too far.
There it
Enthralling
is.
performance.
Choose 3 creatures that watched and listened to it. So creatures, yeah, I guess it counts. DC 14.
We don't want to hurt you, why don't you be friends? I can ride you like a horsey. I'll ride you like a horsey.
It doesn't quite take hold. However,
Oh,
it does seem to slow him. It's giving you advantage on your next roll.
oh.
The
I seem to have bought us some time.
You've bought him a bit of time. Each of you now, for this round, for your next round, gets advantage on the check you've tried to do.
All right,
However,
nice.
you haven't fully charmed the creature.
Okay. All right.
But it's trying to shake off what you're doing to it as your
You're a beautiful creature.
enthralling
we love
presence
you.
wraps their ears.
All right. Oh, can I walk away? Can I
Yeah.
use a bit to just retreat?
Yeah,
'Cause
I mean,
was-
there's already like a good 40 feet between you and it at the moment. So you're still some distance from it.
Okay, but while I'm singing, I just kind of like nudge Sword in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, you can try and do that.
Who
If
was-
Sword
who was
will
next?
allow
Is
himself to be
Sword
pushed.
next?
Do you want him to be? Do you want? Would you?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like staring wide-eyed at
You can
it.
stand behind
Or
Sword.
or I'm just like squidging
Yeah,
behind.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
E-
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Titus, you're next.
Oh, Titus, thanks.
Should I try and reason with this thing, or should I just fireball the hell out of it?
Destroy it.
Destroy it. Right. I'm going to prepare a fireball. I'm going to aim it towards that hog. Where are we at? So fireball.
The range is insane. It's
have-
huge.
150 foot range.
It's just a deck save from you of 15 to beat, not you.
Oh, right.
Yours it just hits the area, guaranteed.
Fireball!
And it fails its deck save.
All right, so now you roll the damage for it. Just dismiss that. And then on the right of the fireball, yeah. 8d6.
8d6 of fire. 27.
Boom. Explain to me what that looks like as it streaks across the air towards the giant boar.
It's like a swirling, imagine fire, but wet. And it's splishing around and it's swirling all over the place, and it just forms into a giant ball, and it just comes from my body in the center and just pours out of me as I push.
Very good.
And then it grows to a large size and then just expands as it smashes against it.
The squeal of pain from the boar is deafening. It's extremely loud. Like,
Is this an attack?
as your giant ball of watery fire hits the boar and engulfs it, Parts of its plating sizzle and burn as pieces fall off of it, are
great.
incinerated into
I'm
smoke.
hungry.
That's tasty.
I'm hungered.
You smell roast sort of bacon, roast pork on the air.
Oh God.
It's a heavenly smell. Sword, you'll go.
Okay, I'm going to pull off of my alchemical bandolier, of which I obviously have a really phallic-looking bottle, and I put it to my crotch, pop the top, and squit out a load of grease.
Okay, yeah.
What is this?
It's the grease spell.
A massive cascade of grease bridges the distance between sword and the boar.
It's 60-foot range, and it's a 10-foot square, so I try and land it on his feet.
So there's a moment where the grease sails through the air as a semi-gelatinous blob, and then it makes contact and just.
Wow.
So that should cover the ground in a 10-foot square.
Is that a hit or a dex
He's
saving throw?
shooting ropes.
He
When
is
each
shooting
creature standing in the air must save on a dex save
Okay.
or fall prone, 14 to beat.
He succeeds. He
Okay.
doesn't fall prone, but he is covered in oil, in grease.
Anything that enters the air or ends its turn there must then re-roll. Okay, otherwise it can still fall prone.
Okay, it staggers for a moment, but digs its sharp hooves into the soil and steadies itself.
Oh, you tricksy bugger. We're gonna need more fire, Titus.
More. My
I think it's
goodness.
gonna charge.
Jesus.
Okay. Right, now it's the boar's turn. So the boar made a dexterity saving throw to leave the grease. It rolled as a 15, so I'm guessing that succeeds.
Yeah.
How are we imagining you guys are aligned? So I'm going to quickly draw how I see this in my head.
Please describe the drawing.
I don't know whether you can get that on a digital version.
I can recreate it, yes.
So we're on a.
so-
You say we're on a road, right?
Yeah.
With ditches either side.
Indeed.
And one with two carts, but one of them has not got a goat on it anymore.
Yep.
Okay.
There's 3 carts left.
All
One of
right.
them's ran off. Dwarf, and then sword, PP, Titus, and then
Sketches furiously.
Furious sketching occurs.
Randy, right.
I think it must have turned itself off. I'll finish this first.
Yep.
Okay, so this is how I imagine it. So we've got the road here with your wagon stopped.
Oh,
You
I
three
see.
here looking across a small ditch. Here's a giant boar in the clearing.
Nice.
You can jazz it up a bit, Trot, but that's
Yeah.
essentially how it is. So yeah, you've got a big boss encounter
I'll
in a
sort
big
it out.
field.
No worries.
God, those pens smell so good.
What
Pen
a nice
sniffer?
smelling pen.
Pen sniffer, eh?
Pen sniffer?
Oh, please carry on your turns. I will.
Okay. Right. I will be attacking, or rather the boar will be attacking. I'm just wondering who's furthest forward at this point. I think Sword has just stepped forward to squit his squirt.
I did squit forward.
So he's going to try and attack you. He has great tusks, although that image doesn't show it. He has tusks and a spiked horn on his head, which it does show. So he's going to try and attack you with that big sharp thing on his head. He chases at you, he runs at you,
Okay.
and he attempts to hit you. All right, I'm going to re-roll that 1 second. That's a good sound.
That's just my stomach, sorry.
Okay, he rolls 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, he runs past you. It's a charge, like a circular charge. As he runs, tries to hit you with his tusk, misses. However, as he runs past you, he also tries to stamp you. He rolls a 20 to hit.
Oh, yep. That'll get me.
He hits you for 15 damage as he stomps over your feet and legs. as you
Oh,
dive out
oh
the way.
God!
He's mangling
The
him.
agony!
He's mangling him. He's crushing him. Oh God!
Sword takes
Smells
15
great, though.
damage.
The smell. Cracking.
It's
Taken.
crackly.
Whose goes it?
That is his turn. He runs back out into the clearing again, avoiding the pool of grease, stands beside it and shakes off some of the pain that he's still experiencing from the water ball. Kapipi, your turn.
Okay, so I'm still maintaining, we're not here to hurt you, but then I turn it
You realize
in-
this is having limited effect now.
Yeah, so I've just been doing this the whole time, and then I turn it into a dissonant whisper,
Oh.
which is you whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice can hear, racking it with terrible pain.
Okay, is there any kind of save or anything
The
like that?
target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
It fails the check. So you need to roll the 3d6 psychic damage?
Is there a button I can do for that? Or
I think so. It should be.
Trot, do you know how I do this one? Do I just click that?
Yep. Do the spell slot, and then you need to do a wisdom save of 14.
Yeah, failed it.
And that you're just afraid now.
I don't have to roll.
So there's
You don't
no
have to roll.
damage or anything. Okay.
So you whisper discordant melody. Oh, 3d6. So yeah, just dismiss that. And next to it, you got, oh, it's 5d6 if you're doing it at that
I'm
level.
doing it at this level.
Okay, yeah, so tap that. And that'll be the damage, psychic damage that you give to it.
Get psyched.
19.
19 damage.
Wow.
Good job. And it has to move as far as it can from you, did you say?
Yep.
So it backs right up, shaking its head. It hears the tune you're playing, and it's shaking its head like crazy. It's clearly in a lot of pain as more of the plates fall from its body. It backs up further back into the clearing, but it still wants you. But it moves away almost against its own will, away from Kapipi. It's now 50 feet from you.
Okay.
Little monster, feel the pain. I was lying.
Ding, ding. Oh, it hates that key. Titus, you'll go.
It's time to cook it some more.
Oh, yes.
Bring on another fireball.
Oh god, you can hit it. As you launch another fireball across the field. How much damage does it do? Was it a dexterity saving throw, right?
15, yeah.
Okay, dex saving throw. It passes, so it does half damage. Roll your damage.
31.
31. That's a lot of damage.
15 or 16?
Wow.
15.5.
I'll give you 15. 15 damage. Bam. This hits it again, and if it hadn't have dodged out the way, you feel like this may have killed the boar outright.
Did someone order some smoky bacon?
I spent my whole turn laughing.
It dodges out of the way, diving towards you. It just about moves out of the direct path of the fireball, taking a glancing blow. More and more of the plates are nice. That's a better approximation, really. More and more of the plates burn from its side as several bits of open pink flesh can be seen to sizzle underneath the plates. Okay, Sword, you'll go.
Sword is going to capitalize on this situation of all the fire, and he's going to cast Melf's Acid Arrow.
Cool.
He's going to
I
basically
like your style.
bring up his musket and then whip a little alchemical bottle on the end, and then he pulls the trigger just for effect.
Like a rifle grenade.
Yeah. And all that does, he just pops open the front of the thing, and an acid arrow forms in the air.
Nice.
And then goes straight for the snout. So,
Great.
okay, what I have to do is roll for that. So I'll do that for real. That's an 18 plus 6. So yeah, that's 24.
You hit.
And then it's only 4d4 of damage, so it's not too crazy. That's 11 points of acid now.
Yeah.
However, it will do half that next turn as well. It like lingers on his snout, burning
Okay.
away the acid. Look, I did acid.
You did.
It's your
that's-
favourite.
Oh, I like it. It's really
Acid
good.
fire well.
Yeah, this is great. We should get some salt and pepper for this.
Oh, that'd be lovely,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
This glorious acid arrow arcs from the front of the musket and splashes right onto the face of this giant boar, burning both of its eyes. Its snout almost looks to be sealed shut by the acid. It can't breathe as it tries to drag in air. It opens its mouth, crying and squealing in pain. On the edge of life itself, the
piggy.
boar thrashes. As the clouds break through, up above you, huge winged figures can be seen descending from the clouds. The sunshine initially blinds you. As a cloud moves in front of it once again, you see 5 giant hawks mounted by knights with lances flying down towards the boar. You hear cries of "Huzzah!" and "For victory!" and "The hunt begins!" as these 5 mounted like knights on these giant hawks come in for your kill. They see the boar. They've got these huge long lances that have what looks to be like barrels of like gunpowder on the end of them. You see a fizzling as sparks come from what looks like a long fuse on the barrel. They swoop down, plunging the ends of their lances with these barrels attached to them into the beast. As they leave their lances, they swoop down and up and out as the hawks regain more distance. They gain altitude once again.
Oi!
You notice that they've managed to land 3 or 4 of their lances into the soft points of the beast where you've managed to create openings. And the fuses are fizzling down on these barrels of what looks like gunpowder. What do you do?
Titus, quick tidal wave.
It's not a tidal wave. What about a gust of wind? They're flying. I can fly these fuckers away, or at least disturb their.
But we need to
attacks.
stop this fuse. Look, it's going to blow.
Wouldn't that provide tasty bacon for all of us? It would just scatter over, and we could just take morsels everywhere.
It's up to you.
Oh, fuck! Jesus!
The first of the charges ignites, blowing the leg off of the front leg left of the front left leg of the boar is blown from its body as it slumps down, and another one, bang, goes off on its back as it forces the tip of the lance further into the creature. It slumps down, and another explosion goes off, again forcing another dart further into the beast. It's clear at this point it's already dead as a final explosion somewhere in the rear of the beast goes off. The knights are seen to be landing on their giant hawks behind in the clearing. They are dismounting, whooping and cheering, high-fiving each other. They are armored knights, look very typical. They have large feathered plumes on the top of their head. They take their helmets off, put them underneath, and they're already sort of high-fiving each other. They're very proud of themselves as they walk across the opening to you. You're out of initiative now. They walk across the open field, stomping away.
Musket.
Clumps. Hold there! Hold, traveller!
You fuckers. We had this one sorted.
There must be some sort of misunderstanding.
No, this is
We've-
ours to rights.
Can you smell that smell? Oh,
Oh, yes, it smells
oh,
good.
see, that was me. That was me cooking it. I was cooking it in a large open space. Big fireballs. Didn't you see it?
Please, you were moments from death. We saved you.
Piss off. Look
They
at us.
touched us. Look at this.
Well,
We're clean as a
unscathed.
whistle apart from all the soot.
We call it a deconstructed barbecue.
Yeah.
A barbecue. You were fighting this beast tooth and nail. We were
how we-
watching from above.
how we
it
cook
took
it.
nothing. Exactly. You swept in, you sneaky boy.
Kill stealed.
Look, we can share the glory of this fine kill, surely.
Yeah, you can have that leg that fell off.
Oh, that's fine by us. We simply seek to help those in need.
We weren't in need. What's your cause, traveller?
We are the knights errant of the feathered lance. We are from the city by the sea, Castelia. You may have heard of it.
Oh, in the Bay of Biscuits.
Yes, the Bay of Biscuits, yes. How did you know? We have a great ship with a huge deck. We have aviaries. Our giant hawks reside upon it. We were based off the coast, looking inland for good hunting, and we saw you in the clearing, struggling against this giant beast.
There was no struggle.
There was no struggle
was no
whatsoever.
struggle.
We clearly had the whole thing under control.
lies.
I was very calm and collected.
This propaganda won't stand. I've killed for less.
What is your name? My name is Bartholomew. Prince Bartholomew.
Oh, hi, Prince Bartholomew. Nice to meet you. I'm Titus.
Titus.
This is Sword. This is Kapipi.
Well,
You
travellers.
may have heard of me. I'm Sticky Mickey, stage name. I'm a local bard.
You weren't involved in a kraken butchering recently, were you?
Do you know what? We were. In
Yeah,
fact,
that was us.
That kraken
The
rose
legend.
from the ocean near to the sky because of me, because of my power.
Oh yes, we heard the story.
Oh, did you?
Quite the tale. Yes, I
How did that
believe.
story go?
Well, you came out of it smelling of roses, not squid.
That's exactly right. Yeah, well, we ate the squid. It was really
already
tasty,
legends.
actually, really good stuff. Honestly.
Yes,
surprising how good that was. Man, I miss it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I mean, we apologize for intervening in your kill. It's difficult to see from the air, but we saw people in need, and well, frankly,
you know what? We'll grace you with a leg. You can take a leg. That's yours. Enjoy it. But the rest, I don't know. That's for us. Isn't
Well,
it?
what
some
were
of
you
the
gonna-
giant hawks are already like around the carcass.
I'm just trying to shoot
Bugger
him.
off. Shoot.
And they're huge. I mean, they're the size of like small dragons. You know?
Yeah,
They're-
well,
they're-
you can have a little bit.
What were you going to do with this beast? Why were you hunting it? What was your...
we are, as part of the City by the Sea, we seek and hunt great beasts, monsters for their valuable materials. We were on a scouting mission from our mothership and saw you below, seemingly in peril. And of course, which was not the case, we now know.
Yes, of course.
We sought to help, to intervene, and to share the glory. We will admit, share the glory in dispatching this great
Share
foul
the glory, but
Well, this guy's going to sing some songs, and they won't mention you at all. In fact, not at all.
that was
Nothing.
mostly
Zero.
our battle. You just like we.
It
it's-
will be, yeah.
it's, you know,
And another
we
one
see
of the knights
weird.
pushes forward. You, sir, are acting uncouth and unfavorably
Oh,
to our
yeah?
captain.
Yeah?
You will show him some respect.
If you say any more, I'm going to infest you. Do you know what that means?
Oh, he
Yeah?
sort of like
You will
falters for a
be
moment.
infested.
You
with
don't wanna
bugs
be
which
infested,
will poison
mate.
you. They'll go inside your skin like little beetles underneath the skin, wriggling all around you, make you feel uncomfortable, feel really weird and creepy, and then you'll be ill.
The captain puts his hand on this new soldier's shoulder and says, Callahan, stay back.
Yeah.
It's not
on edge.
it's not worth it.
I've just fired 2 fireballs. They're huge, and it took a lot of energy.
We saw that.
I'm a bit
Part of the
irritable
reason we
because
got
of that.
Yeah, I think we can calm things down here, lads.
Yes.
the dwarves are getting out from underneath their like wains, so they were like hiding. They're getting out, like sort of dusting themselves off, like trying to look like like they're all right again. Like, in the background, that's gone.
We're reasonable people. We're just on edge because that was that was our barbecue and that. But
It's a dangerous place, these woods and these forests are full of it.
maybe to the untrained. We got this guy. He's massively trained. But we're willing to maybe negotiate here. Like, what would this kill be worth to you if you were to have it?
Well, it's the armored plates that you would seek to harvest from this creature. Of course, it is its tusks, its horn. All these things will fetch a good price in a market who knows how to use them. Armor can be made, other such improvements. Indeed, we incorporate some elements of these beasties into our ships. Partly why our technology is quite as advanced as it is because we use what we find in creative ways. If you like, I can give you the recommendation of a Castilian engineer in the Gold Tooth Isle that may be able to give you some insight. He docked with Raffaello of the ship that you served with.
That's
The
right.
Firebird, I believe it was called.
Yep. And we helped them out with the Kraken.
They have on board an engineer who may help you in applying this. What I can do for you, we can cut the horn off of this beast and as many of the armored pieces as you can carry, and load them onto your wains as a favor, as a good favor. We do not wish to give the City by the Sea a bad reputation.
Oh, no, that's fine.
We'll take you up on your very generous offer.
Thank
That
you.
sounds lovely.
Sure, yeah.
Very good, very good. Men, please help dispatch and butcher this creature. Would you lend a hand? As he pulls he's got like a sax, which is like a big curved belt knife.
Yeah,
with
I
him.
create a mage hand. And it
thumbs
thumbs up,
up.
and then slowly drifts towards him.
Very good, very good. Okay, let's get to work.
How far away are we from where we need to be?
How far are we, dwarves?
Yeah, how far?
Here,
I'd say we're only about 3 hours. So out.
3 hours, yeah.
Not too
Halfway.
far.
We're going to need those eagles, mate. We're going to need a lift by those eagles. Those eagles are going to take us there instantly. How about that?
Could your
The
eagle?
eagles cannot carry the eagles will not carry these wains or our
What about
goats.
us? Just get us there. I'm just
Who are you talking
waiting.
to here? Sorry, you're talking to the
I'm
captain.
just talking to the guy in charge of those.
Our
beautiful
eagles will not bear people lightly. They are already near their capacity. You seek
You
a-
flew up here on those things.
Yes, we
What about
did.
extra passengers? How many eagles you got? 3?
You simply you are going to leave your goods here in the forest?
No, these guys will take them back.
There's
We'll
no,
just go
there's
get
no
some
use
R&R.
all of
We'll
us.
get some R&R.
There's no
3
use
hours.
all
Yeah.
of us doing the
I just want to
walk.
get there straight away.
Yeah.
I'm sick of being on that tiny cabin at the back there. That's really boring.
And if the caravan comes under attack whilst you're not here, what happens to your goods?
I got 3 hours. That'll be fine. They're strong guys.
We can probably fit you. I would warn you though, you will not be riding on the back of our hawks.
Well, they grab us with the
They would have to grab
Talons.
you.
What's that? I'm kind of curious what that's like. You don't want to.
They'll
I
be
don't
gentle.
wanna
I
do
don't
that.
feel like I
I'm
want
not
to go up that
comfortable.
high.
What if it's just me?
They would carry you. They will be gentle.
Right. Fly me there.
Well, we'll see you there.
You go ahead.
Yes.
You prepare Master Flagon for his delivery
I
so
will-
that he's there
I'll fluff
ready. He's got all the
I get
ingredients
fluffed
ready.
up, ready for the delivery.
Yeah, and then we can get the gold instantly when we get back, basically.
Boom.
Yeah.
Indeed, I can do
We
that.
will drop you in Goldtooth Town on the way back to our mothership. Yes.
That sounds great. Thank you very much.
Right. Let's harvest this boar.
Yeah.
Montage. You cut up the boar.
Let's just all eat it.
It's a visceral
So
montage.
the dwarves get going. They get a fire going, and they're rotating a bit of the meat, and
I'm spinning
make-
around the intestines
Yeah.
like a
They're like-
lasso.
Just feasting.
And like it's spraying everywhere, like pieces of boar shit are just coming out the end of the intestine as you like whip it around.
got
your head. And some of the knights are like they've got all this like lovely like clothing and heraldry, and they're just occasionally getting sprayed by you flicking around an intestine. Yes, time passes, half an hour or so, not long, as you all get together, working hard to butcher the boar as best you can. You've taken most of the valuable stuff. There's still a huge amount of the carcass left and a lot of the meat, but you're just going to have to leave that to the local wildlife. I'm sure they will have a feast tonight.
Leave it to the mice.
Yes.
Several-
Mice, just the mice.
Just the mice.
Just local,
You've managed to salvage
Wolves will
about
get it first.
20 large, sort of 1 foot by 1 foot plates of this armor that's stacked up into your wains. Also, they've given you the prize, the horn off of the nose of the boar, which they've informed you is a very sharp, very strong material. It can pierce most things. The armor itself can repel most things. It was only because you created holes that they were able to down the beast so easily. Normally, those specialized charges would have to find a gap and then it'd explode and drive the point of the lance in. It's almost an armor-piercing
Nice.
round, essentially.
Yeah.
They're ready. They're getting mounted up. Their hawks have eaten. They've all got bloody faces and things like that. You know, they've had a real good feast. One of them's still like neck deep inside the carcass, pulling out all the good stuff. As Sword swings the intestines around, they're all playfully trying to like grab it out of the air like they're playing swing ball. You know, like that. Yeah, and the knights are now ready to saddle. One of them's sort of got like a sock they've put over the claws of one of the giant hawks so that they can safely pick Titus up. They've asked you to lay down flat on the floor with your arms either side of
like a
you.
worm.
Yeah, like that. And one of the hawks picks Titus up
You sure you want to do it or too late?
as
ready
it
up.
flaps its great wings once and is aloft. They hover in place for a moment as the lead knight, Sir Bartholomew, yells down at you. Good luck in the remainder of your trip, travelers. We will deposit your compatriot at Goldtooth Isle, and he will help you from there, I presume.
See you guys in a couple of hours.
Mage hand thumbs up.
Okay, mage hand thumbs up. Are you ready down there, Fishman?
Yeah, does this count towards my air miles?
Hey! Ha-ha! As they disappear off laughing. Ha-ha! Yeah, it's terrible. You are above all
Just
you've got.
the wind.
Boom, 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 as you're soaring above the canopy of the jungle now, as they take you off towards. It takes 20-30 minutes for you to make it by air to Goldtooth Town, as you guys trundle on. And that is where we will end part 2 of session 8 of Booty, High Seas, Low Expectations. The gang are almost back in the Goldtooth Isle to get their reward,
close.
as Titus desperately tries to hold on to his full belly of pork as he is flown across the jungle
Freshly
canopy.
Oh no!
Yeah, join us next time for more Booty, as we find out what exactly all this money is going to go towards.
Big
You
spenders.
can catch this podcast, catch this show as a podcast on all good podcast platforms. You can see it live on Wednesday afternoons on Twitch TV/HatFilms, and you can see an edited video version of it on YouTube.com/HatFilms, as well as lots of other great content.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
So much good content. Thank you, everyone. Also, thanks to our big Patreon supporters for subscribing to the Booty tier, and for all our other patrons as well. Thank you very much.
Indeed.
You allow us to do things like this, so that's great. we'll see you in the next one.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Very good. Lovely. We got lots of lead
We certainly did.
and eagle men.
And a boar shell.
More armor plates.
Yeah, I was like, how do I integrate a fantasy aircraft carrier into this? Because I've been watching loads of stuff about naval boats recently, and I'm like, imagine like a team of knights that have like a home on a giant boat
That's pretty
that
cool.
they then
Cheat
deploy.
code, fantasy worlds.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like an airship
Yeah,
carrier,
yeah, exactly. And then they go off and fight stuff, and I was like, a knight with a lance on the back of a there you go. It is.
Explosive lance as well.
In fact, I should have given you this image, but I don't. This isn't. This is the stolen image. This is why I didn't want to use
Stolen
it.
imagery.
I've used it from somewhere else.
Inspirational image.
Yeah, like this is what I imagined it looked like.
Yeah.
So it's like
I think it's quite, yeah.
Yeah,
big
yeah,
knight
yeah.
with a big lance.
I just pictured the eagles from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's kind of similar.
Yeah,
but obviously
Yeah.
being
and then just
hidden.
like a full mounted knight
Yeah.
with lance on top
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
I think it looks cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, thanks for playing. Thanks for watching, everybody.
A great
Hope you enjoyed it
time.
today.
Indeed.
Thank you very much, everybody. Do you want to see if there's
I
any
will just double check. Yep. Now.
wonderful?
So let me refresh it.
Get your subs in now, people. They will read anything you say.
Anything. Ross will do it unfiltered, uncensored.
There is just one here, Scarlet Panda.
Thank you
Who's
very
a
much,
fresh
Scarlet.
subby on Prime. So thank you very much.
Wonderful.
And we will be back tomorrow morning for a hat chat.
Yeah, about 11.
All right.
Yeah. So
Sometimes
tune
everyone can
in
make that.
earlier than normal. Obviously, we normally stream at 2, so
That's right.
a few hours earlier.
A few hours earlier. We'll see you there.
But yes.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you, Craig, for running the stream, as always.
That's all right.
And yeah, that's it from us.
It is.
Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow at 11.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.